I came here alone today. What should I split open next? I really want to show this to Naddie. Do you like looking at the ocean at night? If a big wave comes, it's best to step aside. You should have been more careful. Is there something on my face? Oh, you weren't looking at my face. Did you enjoy our summer by the sea?
It's going to get pretty hot. You'd better stay away from me. You asked for it.
Now it's my turn. I will not disgrace this place. I'm not picky about food.
You'd better stop doing anything suspicious. It was a fun festival.
The red string of fate isn't so easily cut. Come to our eternal festival, just you and me. I hope you can feel what I feel too. This moment, I'll never forget it.
Want to come to the shore with me? I came here alone today. What should I split open next? I really want to show this to Naddie. Do you like looking at the ocean at night? If a big wave comes, it's best to step aside. You should have been more careful. Is there something on my face? Oh, you weren't looking at my face. Did you enjoy our summer by the sea?
It's my turn. I see. Soft, sharp. Time for the climax. Watch and learn from the queen. Where are your manners? Nice try. You almost had me.
Schools are where justice is needed most. Ready to go. I'm the hero of justice at your service. Oh. I'll find my way forward with strength and determination. I won't miss. In the name of justice. This is my justice. It's nice if you get along with everyone. May tomorrow shine brighter and more peaceful than today. I'll stand strong with courage. Evil won't break me. Nice work. Let's keep going.
What memories can we make today? I hope I can remember this day forever. Another good memory. I hope today is fun. You think I'm too much for my age? What do you mean? I'll keep the memory of today always in my heart.
Schools are where justice is needed most. Ready to go. I'm the hero of justice at your service. Oh. I'll find my way forward with strength and determination. I won't miss. In the name of justice. This is my justice. It's nice if you get along with everyone. May tomorrow shine brighter and more peaceful than today. I'll stand strong with courage. Evil won't break me. Nice work. Let's keep going.
Secure vulnerability located. Engaging detection mode. Border restricted area.
After that day, I am now reborn. Revel in fear, insects! Enough of these Novas!
Weapon system upgrade.
Alright, let's do this! Come on, entertain me! Stand still! You dare challenge me? Beat her into shape! Not even death can outrun me! My engine is already burning hot! I'll chase you to the ends of hell!
Have you ever longed to go back in time? They say time flies like an arrow. I wouldn't know. If you saw what I've become, what would you say? It's time to set time in motion again. You're not using me. I'm the one using you. You have my thanks, but I suggest you stop wasting my time. I must hold tight to fading memories, lest they slip away. My resolve was sealed long ago. Only I could glimpse that smile just once more.
class is over. Wanna hang out?
I'll go too. Get up. It's over.
Oh, when did I fall asleep? Marlene! Wanna take a selfie?
Sure.
Ta-da! Hey, can I post our selfie?
Whatever.
I studied so hard today.
You literally just took a nap. Debbie, you only upload pictures where you look good.
We're twins. What's the difference?
Let's do this.
Absolutely. Little sis's turn.
Leave it to me.
I had a good time.
I feel way more refreshed now.
Making money while doing what you love, ain't that the best job ever? Let's not mix business with emotions, all right? I could smash things with this. Ever thought about working with me? Hole in one. You want to run later or walk now? Do you like it? Where do you think you're going? Water always does the trick. Feels good. Making money while doing what you love, ain't that the best job ever? Let's not mix business with emotions, all right? I could smash things with this. Ever thought about working with me? Hole in one. You want to run later or walk now? Do you like it? Where do you think you're going? Water always does the trick. Feels good.
There is proper etiquette when it comes to tea. Did you know? Everything changes. Impermanence is the law of all things. The tea is still warm, but I doubt this silence will last. As silence deepens, vigilance must rise. Don't let the regret linger. This is a battle of life and death. The blade of my sword holds my intent. My steps follow the path of justice. This was not swung upon. This was built bit by bit. Even if the trail I leave behind fades, the shadow it casts will always remain. That's why I won't be forgotten so easily.
Want to come to the shore with me? I came here alone today. What should I split open next? I really want to show this to Nadie. Do you like looking at the ocean at night? If a big wave comes, it's best to step aside. You should have been more careful. Is there something on my face? Oh, you weren't looking at my face. Did you enjoy our summer by the sea?
It's going to get pretty hot. You'd better stay away from me. You asked for it.
Now it's my turn. I will not disgrace this place. I'm not picky about food.
You better stop doing anything suspicious. It was a fun festival. The red string of fate isn't so easily cut. Come to our eternal festival, just you and me. I hope you can feel what I feel too. This moment, I'll never forget it.
Want to come to the shore with me? I came here alone today. What should I split open next? I really want to show this to Nadie. Do you like looking at the ocean at night? If a big wave comes, it's best to step aside. You should have been more careful. Is there something on my face? Oh, you weren't looking at my face. Did you enjoy our summer by the sea?
It's my turn. I see. Soft, sharp. Time for the climax. Watch and learn from the queen. Where are your manners? Nice try. You almost had me. Schools are where justice is needed most. Ready to go. I'm the hero of justice at your service. Oh. I'll find find my way forward with strength and determination. I won't miss. In the name of justice. This is my justice. It's nice if you get along with everyone. May tomorrow shine brighter and more peaceful than today. I'll stand strong with courage. Evil won't break me. Nice work. Let's keep going.
What memories can we make today? I hope I can remember this day forever. Another good memory. I hope today is fun. You think I'm too much for my age? What do you mean? I'll keep the memory of today always in my heart.
Schools are where justice is needed most. Ready to go. I'm the hero of justice at your service. Oh. I'll find my way forward with strength and determination. I won't miss. In the name of justice. This is my justice. It's nice if you get along with everyone. May tomorrow shine brighter and more peaceful than today. I'll stand strong with courage. Evil won't break me. Nice work. Let's keep going.
Secure vulnerability located. Engaging detection mode. Border restricted area.
After that day, I am now reborn. Revel in fear, insects! Enough of these NOBAs.
Weapon system upgrade.
All right, let's do this. Come on, entertain me. Stand still. You dare challenge me? Beat it into shape. Not even death can outrun me. My engine is already burning hot. I'll chase you to the ends of hell.
Have you ever longed to go back in time? They say time flies like an arrow. I wouldn't know. If you saw what I've become, what would you say? It's time to set time in motion again. You're not using me. I'm the one using you. You have my thanks, but I suggest you stop wasting my time. I must hold tight to fading memories, lest they slip away. My resolve was sealed long ago. Only I could glimpse that smile, just once more.
class is over. Wanna hang out?
I'll go too.
Huh?
Get up.
Huh?
It's over.
Oh, when did I fall asleep? Marlene! Wanna take a selfie?
Sure.
Ta-da! Hey, can I post our selfie?
Whatever.
I studied so hard today.
You literally just took a nap. Debbie, you only upload pictures where you look good.
We're twins. What's the difference?
Let's do this.
Absolutely. Little sis's turn.
Leave it to me.
I had a good time.
I feel way more refreshed now.
Making money while doing what you love, ain't that the best job ever? Let's not mix business with emotions, all right? I could smash things with this. Ever thought about working with me? Hole in one. You want to run later or walk now? Do you like it? Where do you think you're going? Water always does the trick. Feels good. Making money while doing what you love, ain't that the best job ever? Let's not mix business with emotions, all right? I could smash things with this. Ever thought about working with me? Hole in one. You want to run later or walk now? Do you like it? Where do you think you're going? Water always does the trick. Feels good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of semifinals. How are you doing today, Meek?
I'm doing fantastic, other than the work week looming over me. I don't want to think about it. But for now, we will be thinking about ERCC's Omega block. We saw the Alpha block yesterday. Phenomenal games, and I'm expecting no less from the players today.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. So let's take a look at that overview one last time for the semifinals, and we'll get over to the teams for today. And as you all know, today's semifinals with grand finals being next weekend, and we have the prize pool here in the center for you. And if you're curious, we have the point matrix on the right here. You know, you have your ranking points, your field kills, and for a reminder for grand finals next week, it will be a 70-point checkpoint format. But for today, it will be 6 games. So they'll have to play the 6 games to find out who gets to go into the finals. And without further ado, let's take a look at who's actually going to be playing here today, as we just saw the Alpha block yesterday.
Yeah, and with today, we have the Omega block with WeNeedVisa, with Slow Shutter, Rapid Red Hood, Sesquipedalian, and a Sky Full of Stars. I almost said what I said earlier. We also have the Nameless with Sang Sang Woo, Kiraz, Neospitter, and Meow. We also have Bianca Fans with, I almost said Bingo Fans. Bingo really was my world. With Delinko, Eclipse, All Out Attack, and Rito Employee. WidePeepoHappy with Dark Dagon, I'm Whispers, Needlelight, and Zin. We also have DinoDance with Nine Cash, Nazimi, Rimrinth, Galazor. JohannOpus with Reisvelg, Nessius, Mage Power, and Tomshu. Storytellers, which is a team I'm really excited about. These guys have all come together from all walks of life on different teams. But yeah, they got Jast, Yamla, Fuichu, and Ayu. And we also have Trigger, a namesake classic of North America, with Dylan, actor that is paid, J-Tang, and Squirtle.
Yeah, this is actually a crazy turnout because I mean, you're the one that did the draw, so it's kind of funny. You kind of put these guys into their fate to see who they would be playing against for the weekend, and I think we're actually getting right into it here right away. So let's take a look at what other picks are coming through. And just a reminder, if you weren't here yesterday, it is a 2 pick ban rule for ERCC, so all these teams will at least have to have 3 comps ready to go as they play their 6 games today.
Yeah, and that can definitely be a challenge for some of these players. I mean, some of the people that have been in ERCS, they've more or less practiced one comp quite a bit. With ERCS, a lot of other teams have started to adapt to different compositions to try and overcome the shortcomings that their their comfort comp works with. But some comps or some teams just really only play one thing, or some people in ranked they really only play one thing as well. So we'll see how that affects everybody playing right now. And yeah, the 2-pick ban, the nice thing about it is you could see a lot of the same character sometimes, and yeah, it doesn't get banned at all. They're able to play it 2 games until it gets banned.
And oh my god, we're gonna have an exciting start week because I don't know about you, but I can see the map, and I'm not gonna spoil what's gonna happen when we get in the game here. So we're gonna take a look at the comps going through. A lot of supports coming through for game 1 today with the Omega block. We see what, 2? Did I see 2 Charlottes? I saw a Lenny or 2 as well. So a lot of the same kind of comps going through here. Lenny, of course, coming through with the 2 powerhouse bruisers. And of course, you have Nane on the Leanne. I like that the entire team is matching yet again. Rimworth joined the bandwagon here, has a little dino. So that's pretty cool.
Can't go wrong with a little dino. You also can't go wrong with a little Lumi, who's going to be selling Miki's meteorites. Oh, I love it.
Yes, of course you do, and we're gonna have it right away. So what an exciting game 1, which we'll get into here momentarily, and looking through all the other picks coming through. I mean, Trigger is kind of on like their signature comp, doing incredibly well with this one, and a previous ERCS with this comp here as well. So we'll see how this fares for them going through into the game, as we're just waiting for a couple other people to load in. WeNeedVisa bringing out the Nathapon slow shutter. Was somebody who plays Nathapon quite a bit, so we'll see if this pick gets them a lot of kills for this first game.
And I talked about Storytellers earlier. This composition they're running is not quite what I would expect. Jaston Julin is, Jas can play a lot of different things, but we saw him play, a lot of Elena and frontline picks with No Flame.
Wait.
We've also seen. Wait.
It's time.
Is it time? Is there loot buddies? Wait, where are they? There they are! Yes! Okay, J-Tang and Rito Employee, they're both going for the same boxes, actually, contesting each other. J-Tang moving a little bit faster, showcasing his solo's prowess. Rito Employee skipping over the box to try and get to the next one. J-Tang has everything he needs, doesn't need the last box, and it doesn't look like Rito Employee does either. Oh my god, both are actually going to get out of this distribution with everything that they need.
Wow, that was
crazy.
That was a crazy. I like the.
But they put me on the chair. That's new. Okay, sure. Yeah, as you can tell, I do enjoy me some loot buddies. Although both players getting everything they need is a little less exciting for you. I like it when someone doesn't get what they need and they have to walk. They got to do the walk of shame to a different distribution. It's just like, oh man, this is horrible for them.
Yeah, that was all the excitement's kind of left me. I was laughing a little bit too hard during all that, as we have to wait for some more exciting things to happen here. Now a couple of people just getting the rest of their builds online. Forest looks to be a place to be a little bit contested. Same with Stream. A Sky Full of Stars does find Zin here, as they're both going to be almost full build, as well as Rappy Red Hood. But unfortunately, White Lily means that Zin's going to be out of there. We have some fighting here in Stream. It looks like poor Crestfeld will go down to Storytellers, as they're going to take over the zone.
Yeah, Delenko and Zen meeting up, maybe contesting over these wolves with each other, but it looks like Delenko's going to pull them out, get them before Zen can contest, and yeah, that'll be the end of that. But over in Forest, more scrapping going on. Rapid Red Hood getting Nessius, and meanwhile on the backside, the Sky Full Stars also going down, but Mage Power and Hurryspell should be able to clean this up, no problem.
Yeah, with that, we have School being taken over by the Nameless here. No one quite around in this area. No early fighting in School like we saw yesterday. But they have about 30 seconds left until we have the bear spawn. Slow Shutter is going to be here with Zen. Kind of just saying hi to each other. Going to leave each other alone for now. No one really wanted to do anything. But looking at the map, the rest of WidePeepoHappy is going to be here as another member does spawn in here for WeNeedVisa. Rappy does get hit by the Q here, but not going to be reactivated, as Slow Shutter does get the combo onto Zen. They should be able to walk away, no problems here.
J-Tang, though, might not be able to have the same luxury of walking away as he gets taken out by the Nameless here. Who, whoa, wait a minute. Sang won Tsubame. This is certainly different compared to what we're used to seeing. I guess that's, you know, and this is one of those teams that I was talking about earlier that might have some struggles with this 2-pick ban format. We've seen the Nameless perform very well in ERCS with that Priya Leon ISIL composition, but they're going to have to make some adjustments coming into today. And yeah, it seems this is going to be one of the adjustments that they're making.
Yeah, looks like no Neo Spitter right away for game 1 or game 2, so maybe they bring him in game 3 when they use a different comp, but Nine Cash is going to find Yamla here, taking the mutant boards, doesn't quite get form as IU also comes in, so the whole Storyteller crew is here. As Nine trying to juke him out here, but the double ward goes out instantly to find him, and he will fall, so another kill going over to Storytellers, while DinoDance still 0 kills, just trying to find their footing. Bianca Fans 0 kills here as well, but they are pretty prominent for being known for going around and getting a lot of farms, so their credit situation should be pretty decent here before we get into day 2.
After getting a little bit caught here, maybe biting off a little more than he can chew with that, but J-Tang, wiser to the situation, gets on out of there. Mage Power also getting picked off over in Chapel. Looks like meteorites are spawning in Factory Dock, and I think I saw a gas station earlier, but a fight over in Forest happening a little preemptively here. The Eclipse finding, oh, not a wall stun actually. It looked like one, but not quite. The Charlotte ult coming out, Divine Intervention able to split up this fight a little more to the side of Bianca Fans, but still extending this fight a little further than they should perhaps, because Rapid Red Hood, yeah, is really low. They're able to kite back against the sky full of stars, but no real damage is coming out from either side. I mean, the extension of the fight on Charlotte is working into the favor of Bianca Fans, but with Slow Shutter finding that pick onto Eclipse, they managed to take him out. Day skin happening, they see the trees available, so they rotate towards that. Meanwhile, over in Warehouse, Nessie is getting low, as well as Racewell. Mage Power trying to hold down the front line while his teammates get out, but Needlelight landing that Queen Sleep, tries to go in, but he's got no teammates with him. He's all alone, and they punish him accordingly. Well done by JohannOpus.
Yeah, Roswell standing there right next to Nessius here to make sure that that does not go through, as Rimranth is going to scout ahead here. Gonna see that it is Frestfelg in the sand plant, but the rest of his team is not really that close. But Rimranth still chasing forward. He does have Nazimi behind him, but where is Nine is the question, because Rimranth is still chasing. I did just see Nine port into his team, so they're all together, but I don't think they'll be able to catch up anytime soon, as Slow Shutter does find a victim here. We do see one member going down. Zen already down on the ground, means that Needlelight is going to have to run. I think that's Dark Dagon already far out of there, so no problems there, as everyone else just decides to farm up a little bit more. Looking across the map, no one really that close to each other, but we're going to see JohnOpus finding DinoDance here. Actually, it's JohannOpus, I forgot. New Opus here, as Rustbell uses the Tetragon to be able to split the fight, and it looks like his team should be out of there unless the carpet lands. Nope, it looks like they're not even going to go for him here. The sights are set on Nessius. Good dodge on the Q from Charlotte, but it will not matter. The rest of the team catches up, and yeah, there'll be a kill for going over to DinoDance.
Nine Catch blinking forward with that ghastly grip. Managed to create... Ooh, that was close for Ace Route, but managed to escape the clutches of a lone Lenny here. IU all on his lonesome, bullying Racewell on that jump pad. But yeah, Nine finding a great engage. And the response was good too, right? The White Lily to break it up, but unfortunately, that White Lily also broke up JohannOpus' positioning, which we can check back on this replay. You see Racewell after the White Lily is all the way split off from the other side, no way to group back up. And DinoDance, you know, they pick their target and push forward and find a kill on Nessius.
Yeah, Mage Power just unfortunately leaves him to die for now, as they do get their call-ins here, it looks like. Before they go over to the next objectives, about 10 seconds, those will spawn. Looking at the map, everyone's kind of split. Maybe we see some Alpha contest up in Gas Station. We do see Morale kind of walking up here to kind of see what's going on the Elena. And yeah, we'll see if anything does happen, as Alpha does spawn here. But they do spot out Dark Dagon, and Kiraz wants to get aggressive onto that. Sang not too far behind them, as Brow is going to continue the chase. Zen going to go back into the back line here, but not anything quite going to happen from that. Brow still kind of cut in the middle of all of them here. Sang getting aggressive here with the ult. Nice dance Macabre as well to be able to solidify the freeze. And with that, they're going to be able to get 2 kills. Well, Needlelight will have to walk away for now, and the Alpha should go over to the Nameless.
Meanwhile, over in the Rift, Storytellers are going to face off against JohannOpus. And it looks like Storytellers have good control over the center part of the map right now. JohannOpus going to have to work their way in. Mage Power looking for a stun. They're looking for a taunt. Does manage to find it, but the response is pretty good from Storytellers. Oh my goodness, big wall stun from Yumla on the backside, just bullying Nessius. Mage Power forces the exclusive on him, but Jason's on the ground from the backside due to Hraesfeld. And because of all of this, JohannOpus is going to come out on top. Storytellers, where's the damage?
Yeah, very unfortunate, you know. They were able to taunt Jas on the engage before he can get onto that. Oh, Nana tried to use the board there for a second, but does not get it in time. Rimrinth, unfortunately, already on the ground. Play dead had to be used. Nanakash trying to see if he can get a return kill onto J-Tang here. Nazimi is well out of there, so Nanakash going to try to force this here. Going to get the fear. Not going to get taken down because I have to dodge a Spirit Arrow, but it's going to land. And there will be a kill going over to Trigger.
Dylan locked it up and sniped for all the RuneScape heads out there. Dylan got out the Bofa for that one. Anyways, yeah, Trigger looking pretty good right now. I mean, Dylan's got the dice online, and you know, they're able to keep this backline protected between J-Tang and Dylan. So yeah, they should have a pretty solid game going forward as long as they can keep the backline safe. Actor that is paid is definitely gonna have his work cut out for him. Making sure that these Surfs Up are used defensively to try and peel for his team.
Yeah, with that, we have the rest of DinoDance just forming up in school. It looks like Trigger is probably going to take over Cemetery here, be able to get this tree. It looks like the rest of his teammates are prepared to go into Warehouse, but they have to be a little bit careful. WeNeedVisa is also going to be in the zone, and they're going to start moving in there as well, so they could run into them. Possibly for a 2v2. Slow Shutter is going to spot them out here. And yeah, with that, the two are just going to separate for now as Yumla is going to chase on forward here into WidePeepoHappy. Nice knockup from Dark Dagon, but does get knocked into the wall here. And with that, a lot of nonsense is happening here. It looks like Dark Dagon is just going to get toppled over here. Way too much engage coming on from the side of Storytellers. Able to stick to their target pretty well as Needlelight also on the run. But Yumla and Ayu on the chase can be pretty hard to get out of this one. But getting over the wall with the pressure washer, but I don't think it's going to be enough as Yumla able to chase pretty well. We have the clean sweep. Gonna be maybe used. No, it's actually not. We're gonna have the E to try to jump, but unfortunately, it will not be enough. Way too much movement from the side of Storytellers as this fight has already broken out here. We're in a 2v2. Nanai trying to kite out against Eclipse and Delinko. Gonna have to use the blink, and Nazimi is already way out of there. Unfortunately, Rimworth will have to be rezzed.
Yeah, minus 200 credits going across the board here between multiple teams. F-Stop not gonna connect onto J-Tang, but the White Lily almost enough to make a play happen, but J-Tang just barely in position enough to make sure that he cannot get engaged on for the time being. Now, Trigger trying to push their advantage. They see a sky full of stars split from the pack, trying to punish it, forcing the blink out of him. But here is WidePeepoHappy on the other side, and the sky full of stars is just gonna spin on through. He's out. Okay. Yeah, the rest of the team of WidePeepoHappy not in position to coordinate on that punish. But maybe now looking to try something on... Uh-oh, that White Lily was a little awkward, but Zin does manage to kite this out pretty well, actually doing some good return damage. And now the rest of WidePeepoHappy funneling through on that bridge, but Zin going to opt for the jump pad to get regrouped with his team. And yeah, that should be a good disengage from WidePeepoHappy.
Yeah, nothing really happening up there, but in Police Station, a little bit of a chase going on. It looks like Storytellers on the run from JohannOpus. I keep wanting to call him JohnOpus. They need to stop changing their Opus, man.
I'm pretty sure I called it that earlier, too.
Yeah,
it's just
I'm like, man.
Too many Opuses.
As these two actually going to regroup here in Warehouse. Dark Dagon taking a lot of damage here already from J-Tang and Dylan, as he has his Black Death already marked on him. Needlelight taking a lot of return damage as well. Zen going to have to force it here to try to get them off the team. And now with that, he's going to try to stake fight on out of here, but will it be enough? As yeah, the grab will land from Wilson. Dylan should be able to clean up this kill pretty quickly here. And now the rest of the team will be on the chase here. Dark Dagon trying to keep them away from Needlelight. Spirit Out just barely not landing here. And it will be Dark Dagon falling as a fight is happening up here. Slow Shutter already on the ground means that Bianca Fans are already picking up a kill here as well. And possibly a box since Needlelight is on the run.
Needlelight picking up that gold cube. It's going to mitigate some of the damage that's been done, but for WidePeepoHappy, I mean, this next revive might be their last set of revives that they're allowed, as it's going to drain the rest of their credits. Down in Beach, lots of teams posturing for now. WeNeedVisa getting engaged on by Eclipse, who's pushing forward onto Slow Shutter. Everything's being used on the backside onto Delinko, who's taking a lot of damage. Ballistic advantage. expulsion shot, sorry, used backwards by Delinko. He might get taken out by a Sky Full of Stars, who's just barely doesn't have enough gas in the tank to make the kill happen with 9-Cash on the chase. Oh, Sky Full of Stars will go down, and the White Lily will actually get Delinko out, but not for good, as the Storytellers are on the other side of school. Eclipse now on the run. Yumla and just chasing him down. The first attack used to try and run away, but I don't think it's going to be enough from Eclipse. Oh, can he make it out a little further? Oh, wait. Oh, they're eliminated. Oh, no. Bianca Fans is out.
That was very unfortunate. The chase into chase into third party, and yeah, unfortunately down and out. 9-Cash almost actually helping Delinko escape, but unfortunately third party is there as 9-Cash now sets his sights on to Storytellers here. The root just barely not landing thanks to the first attack, and I think that will be Storytellers on out of there. And now with the meteorite spawning, we do see Morale engaging under Hespel, but little does he know Nesius in the bush here. Gonna try to get that return damage. Dance Macabre does land here. Tetragon goes out. Hespel still barely alive, but will go down. And now Morale just gonna try to see if he can get a freeze onto anyone. It will be 2 kills on the side of the Nameless here. Mage Power, unfortunately, gonna have to res his team, and they do barely just have enough credits here, but he's gonna have to leave the box, unfortunately, so that's going to be another RNG down for them, as they do hopefully find a spot to revive the team. We will see where he goes off to.
Yeah, and fantastic engage from Morale there, forcing out a lot of things from Racefeld. And with that, the backline was confident, but 9-Cash forced to use Freedom after getting wall stun. And now finding the fear to get space for Rimrinth to get out, as they've lost their Charlotte. The chase is on AU, managing to find the stun after the jump on the Springtrap, but Rimrinth still able to kite this out a little more. But on the other side is Trigger. This White Lily is going to be the tool to get Rimrinth to safety. Nazimi got revived by 9-Cash, and now with Trigger joining the fray, it's going to be a full disengage on all sides. But meanwhile in Hotel, WeNeedVisa is also in the area.
There's a lot going on here, as every team is just kind of chasing into another here. We do see WeNeedVisa running away from Storytellers. We'll see if they can try to find an angle here, as IU does speed up the team. Rappy Red Hood getting that passive prepared here to see if anything can happen. Sky Full of Stars trying to prep that Q. Getting a little bit of poke out with that, and kind of just posturing to see what happens here. But it looks like the rest of Storytellers just wants to leave for now, or maybe not, as a Sky Full of Stars gonna have to make sure they don't get wall stunned here. We do see the protocol violation going out as well. And now the full fight is gonna start, it looks like, here, as we have Rappy Red Hood trying to back up Sky Full of Stars. F-Stop actually going to negate the damage from their Istavan. Not what you like to see here, but Slow Shutter going to try to see if he can not be able to do anything. I lied. Yeah, it looks like 2 members of WeNeedVisa will go down. And that's very unfortunate timing with that F-Stop, leaving Rappy Red Hood on the run.
Yeah, the wave function collapse coming out at the same time as the F-Stop is just a pure miscoordination from the side of WeNeedVisa, because that's a lot of damage from Ispan. But meanwhile, Needlelight getting taken out by JohannOpus. Above them is the Nameless, waiting in the wing. Sang Sang Woo stepping forward, trying to find some damage onto Mage Power, but I don't think, yeah, JohannOpus, they're not down. The boys are saying, hey, Mage Power, let's go over here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, Dark Dagon also being chased out, it looks like. 9-Cash gonna be able to access form thanks to this. Gonna use the White Lily. Gonna get the slow, as this fight is also happening here. We already see Actor That's Paid on the ground getting bursted. And now J-Tang on the run here as well. Separates from Dylan. J-Tang trying their best. Gonna get quite a bit of poke damage thanks to Wilson here, but unfortunately gonna get caught up to thanks to IU here. And now J-Tang will get taken down momentarily. So that'll be 2 members triggered down, but they do have enough credits to revive here, but unfortunately they're gonna lose out on their VF money. But they will still be in the game. Bianca Fans, the only team actually still out, as it is night 4, about to be day 5. Zin, unfortunately, might be the next member out, as the WidePeepoHappy might fall here. Zin's trying to get passive off. The form is up, but will it be enough? It will not. Rappy Red Hood does take him down. Uh-oh. Dylan in the middle of everyone after just reviving his team. Unfortunate. He probably will fall in a moment here, but if he explodes soon enough, his team can res him with a thing, as we can't even get into that, as Morale already on the ground. Resfeld trying to get another kill here. Kriraz barely getting the kill. Now it's Sang Sang Woo on the run here, trying to get the return kill. Mage Power does his exclusive to stay alive. Will it be enough? Mage Power against Kiraz here. Does he have the strut available? Down you got on the Q. The Sprite will do the trick thanks with the D-Bill, and that will be the Nameless taking down JohannOpus actually here.
Clutch Wrap Supreme from Kiraz. Oh my goodness. You love to see it, but they still did lose morale in the process. They got to use credits to get another revive off. Only, wait a minute. Have you looked at, the points these teams have earned so far?
Yeah.
Storytellers is up to 16 points already. What happened? When did the... What? Okay, sure. They've just been slaughtering people, I guess. But yeah, over in school, WeNeedVisa on the run. For the time being, from the team we just mentioned, Storytellers. Trigger also in the area. DinoDance just above them, keeping everyone corralled in these yellow zones. They're just going to try and hold Fire Station and force everyone to find their own way out. And if anybody wants to force their way through, they're going to be there to meet them with their Wickline buff.
Yeah, they're just going to wait it out here to see if they can find anyone. As you see, yeah, like you said, 3 teams in yellow. And now DinoDance is going to find Trigger here. J-Tank just going to go back over the wall. They do have about 25 seconds left to try to find their way to another zone here. As we have the team of WeNeedVisa trying to VLS here. But it looks like they should safely. Going to go into red so they know they actually won't land on anyone. But which zone will they go to? We see another team actually VLSing here as well. Trigger might be landing a little close to someone here. I see everyone VLSing. Trigger is actually in the middle of 2 teams in stream. And yeah, with that, Kira's gonna actually get a lot of burst damage on Dylan. Nice dance, Macabre Brow here as well. And that will be Dylan on the run here. Had a little bit of that Soul Stealer movement speed, but unfortunately it's gonna be very hard to get away from Elena. Yeah, looks like the D skill will land. We do have the E available, and with that, unfortunately, Trigger will fall.
I gotta say, the Mrao Elena, I was a little skeptical coming into this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's looking really good. Really impressed with the performance so far. That Dance Macabre was absolutely massive, that fight. And we saw in a fight earlier in Police Station, just completely setting up the team as well. Just this comp is working out tremendously well for the Nameless. And it makes sense when you think about it too. You have the dive potential of Elaine and Tsubame, and if you need a carry that can have independent safety and not require peel, Justina's absolutely perfect for that. And yeah, looking at the itemization, most of the teams are in a relative game state of each other. Looks like the Storytellers are a little bit ahead of the curve, but not an insurmountable amount. Every team's pretty much on an even enough footing to find a good fight against each other.
And of course, Night Cash has the red shoes online in good fashion. Even when he has a Jenny on the team, he takes the red shoes. It's actually crazy.
Yes.
And yeah, with this, the team that had gotten Wickline, that Wickline buff will be gone. They are going to spot out Storytellers here, but they're going to get back into stream safely, where they're going to find the Nameless. And as WeNeedVisa is also in Pond, they can also make their way into stream. So we'll see what happens here. Kiraz, he gets a pretty good poke on the bridge here. It's a nice spot for Justina to get some free damage. But it looks like they're actually not wanting to force this at all, looking at the items that are online for each side. They're just going to go into the zone. And we'll see what happens here. We do see Morale kind of up above, almost into Temple here, as WeNeedVisa also moving on in. Looking a little bit scary here. A team could definitely get sandwiched here, as everyone is just trying to find a spot. We'll see if, no, it looks like they're actually going to stay up there. I was going to say, we're going to see if the Nameless decide to try to move around and get behind Storytellers here, but it looks like they're actually just going to wait it out, as this fight maybe just begun, as Rappy Red Hood's going to take a little bit of poke damage here. A Sky Full of Stars is going to start the fight, as unfortunately Rappy does get wall stun here. And with that, Morale's going to see what's going on and is going to go in. Slow Shard is going to have to use that F-stop to try to get out, but fortunately it looks like he does get frozen. 2 members of WeNeedVisa already down. And with that, the zone is going to start. Morale is going to see if he can hit the Dance Macabre over the wall. With that, oh my god, very close. Kiraz almost gets the kill, just not enough damage. But now Morale going to keep on chasing forward. He does have the Spiral available for that slow. And look at the damage coming on through. Kiraz is going to be able to take out Yamla here in a second. And what a crazy turnaround from the Nameless here. Looking to be pretty good on this comp so far.
Meanwhile, on the backside, WeNeedVisa, they're almost at a timer. Sky Full of Stars pops, the other 2 alive, but not for long, as they've only got a handful of seconds left. Pop goes the Weasels, and Slow Shutter actually not getting hit by anybody means that they take a -1 throughout all of it. But now, your final 2 teams, the Nameless and DinoDance. And the Nameless already up to 25 points, looking absolutely stacked. And what's interesting about Morale's items is Burnished Aegis has been kept over being a priority transition, which is interesting. I'm used to seeing a lot of people on Frontline really prioritize that Armsalt Solar System miniature, a very popular item, such a huge burst durability shield, but actually opting to prioritize literally everything else before it.
Yeah, and Morale is kind of the king of the Nameless right now. They've been doing a lot with damage, with able to get a lot of freeze going on, allows Kiraz to get a lot of burst damage out. Nazimi getting poked out by Kira's here. Does he DC? Yeah, that looked a little awkward here as the fight unfortunately is going to have to break out. Playdead is already online. We do see the ulti coming out from 99 Cash. Able to get one. Sang who already down, but unfortunately these two are way too low. Rimrith trying to finish the body for the healing, but it will not come out here. Oh, Rimrith, can you get your one? He does, and now he's going to 1v1 against Morale, but unfortunately it will not matter. This Spiral will take them out. Nameless, 31 points here after game 1.
Yeah, that is a great way to start off the series for the Nameless. You're on your off comp, no less. Yeah, they've got to be really happy about that outcome. But, you know, a lot of other teams also had really good performances as well. DinoDance got second. We talked about Storytellers earlier having a ton of kills. So, yeah, a lot of teams having a very strong showing in this first game.
Yeah, very first game indeed here. A lot of fighting across the board, which is kind of funny. You kind of see two teams with a lot of the points here, and the rest are kind of on the low side. But unfortunately for DinoDance, yeah, I think Nazimi may have DC'd. We saw him kind of just like awkwardly walking forward, autoing. But given that, I mean, DinoDance still got 2 kills of their own in the final zone. So, I mean, despite the odds, they still got some points there. So they got to still be pretty happy after that one. But the Nameless, absolutely, yeah, just dominating the entire game. That was actually crazy. I saw a lot of people saying some interesting stuff in the chat about the Tsubame, but it looks like it did good enough for the team. So, Nameless 31 points after game 1. We'll see if they can carry that over onto game 2.
Yeah, I mean, even I saw, I was like, Sang Wu Tsubame. I'm so used to seeing him play more stationary carries is how I'll phrase it. But more higher DPS stationary carries, the turret type characters. And Tsubame is very much not like that. It's very hyper mobile, dive, high risk, high reward carry. And you know what? They won out. They played really well. Kiraz had a phenomenal game, got the clutch earlier in the game for the team. That could have easily been, I believe it was Mage Power on that Pawn Bridge winning out, and the Nameless going out at that point. So they had a lot of close calls to get to where they were and took a lot of risks, but the rewards certainly paid off for them.
Yeah, for sure. And we can take a look at the final fight here, I believe, as well, to kind of see what happened. I mean, we kind of saw what happened at the beginning, but, you know, we'll kind of look at the middle part of it, where stuff kind of delves down, because somehow DinoDance still at least gets 2 kills.
Yeah, I mean, Rim and Nine-Eye really do it big here, even without their Charlotte, more or less. And Rimrinth, I mean, even when it came down to a 1v1, if he had a little bit more health, honestly, kind of doable. Which sounds crazy, and yeah, here's Nzv. He's definitely disconnected. He's just sitting there auto-attacking, and yeah, the Nameless are quick to punish it. And it looks like an absolute just steamroll of a fight, but Fear comes out, Sang Wu goes down, which is the main carry. Kiraz out of energy as well, so there's a little bit of a lull period for Rim and Nine-Eye to try and piece something together, but it's still just too tall of a task in a 2v3 at that point.
Yeah, but very, very well indeed. I was actually surprised by the amount of burst damage coming out from Mermit towards the end, but I suppose he's on adrenaline. So at that point, I mean, he hasn't fully stacked. He has Tellurian. His Q is actually doing quite a bit of damage, so he's just barely able to clutch out the kill versus Kiraz here. I didn't even quite see what happened to Sang Wu. I think he activated his R and was kind of in the middle of everything, and because of that, he just goes down here. They try to focus Morale a little bit, try to get rid of that heavy knee pad shield. But unfortunately, at this point, they realize, yeah, Nazimi's kind of unfortunately down. Doesn't freeze a land is the question here. Does, yeah, on to Rimrinth here in the middle of the acceptance speech. So he's not really able to help that much. But, like we said, a couple kills coming through, so still not bad. And, yeah, and this is the end of the fight. Boom. Unfortunately, Rimrinth goes down. And I believe we also have the scores. So you'll see us for about 1 second here as we go to the scores. We'll take a look at what happened after game 1. The Nameless, of course, as we talked about, 31 kills already after game 1, sitting very comfortably in first so far, with Storytellers right behind them. DinoDance right behind Storytellers, second and third, pretty close, as WeNeedVisa going to be sitting in fourth. JohannOpus sitting in fifth, with Trigger not too far behind them. And then we have Bianca Fans and WidePeepoHappy rounding out the rear here after game 1.
Yeah, a solid performance, especially for our top 3 teams there. I mean, Storytellers, they ended up getting second after everything, despite definitely not placing second. They weren't in that final fight at all. And WeNeedVisa, JohannOpus, both racking up a lot of points. Trigger as well. I mean, a lot of these teams, they went out on the earlier side, and yeah, still managed to rack up a lot of points. But that is only game 1. There's still a lot of time for these teams to rack up a lot of points.
Yeah, indeed, because as we said, it is a 6-game series. So we have one more game to go, and they could still pick the same comps as well with that, or they could be a little silly and you know, shuffle their comps a little bit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a 6 different team outcome from DinoDance, because they seem to do that quite a lot. They just like to flex every character that they can, and all of a sudden they just got no bans by the end of the series, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, in the final hour, Galazor comes out, and it's just a whole new
Whoa.
shakeup. That's the thing with this ERCC format, though. The substitutes matter oh so much more. And ERCS, your substitute is more like an availability thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, somebody's not available, come play for, you know, you want your sub to be as flexible as possible to mesh with your composition as best as possible. But in ERCC, it's a totally different ballgame. The substitute is more of a strategical pick in trying to increase comfortability throughout the rest of your roster on your team. So yeah, we'll see if anybody even goes for any substitutes after the second game as well. But we are getting into the next lobby here. And we'll see if anybody makes any adaptations to the lobby, or if they're just going to run it back. Looks like a lot of the same stuff so far. The Nameless, they're definitely not changing. They just won out on their round. No reason to change what's not working. As you predicted, DinoDance already hovering some different picks. Nine Eye on the heart. Nazimi, Emma hovered. Rimrinth, Aya hovered as well. So yeah, full different squad across the board on DinoDance.
Yeah, WeNeedVisa deciding to stay with the same stuff. WidePeepoHappy looks to be changing it up here a little bit. Storytellers deciding to stay with the same. Oh, Trigger actually changing it up completely here as well. So more teams changing it up more than I thought. Actually, the Nameless changed it up as well. They decided to actually bring out their other comp here.
Yeah, they were hovering the first comp, and then they must have heard me and said, hey, let's prove this guy wrong and just play a whole different thing. Either that, or Mrao is bored and wants to play some Kathy. I know that happens as someone who has played with them in the past. Anyway.
Like, man, I don't want to do the Elena again. Let me swap it up. I mean, may as well change it up now. I mean, they had a good first game, so they can kind of test the waters here a little bit, see how it goes for them. As about half of the lobby, it seems like, changed their squad, as the rest decided not to here. So we'll see how it works out for them in game 2 as we get on in here. But before we talk about more what's going on, we can take a look at what Lumi has in store for us. Oh, wow.
It's just my day. It just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing more that needs to be said about a little Mickey's Meteorite action. And if you want to tell me what you think about Mickey's Meteorites, tweet it out at #ERCC2025, and you could win 300 event NP today. That's right, today.
Whoa.
Delivered by the wonderful people at Nimble Neuron. They will reach out to you through your Twitter DMs, so make sure you have those open and available. And they'll send you a nice, nifty little code. You open the game, you go to support, there's a little, or you go to the gear, I think it is, and there's a little area that says use coupon. You click that, punch it in, boom, 300 event NP on your account. Go to the store, boom, new emote purchase, boom.
Yeah, so make sure you please go out and do that. You cannot let the players or us be the only ones that are winning, because you know you guys can also win too as we get into game 2 here. Oh my god, me!
Oh my god, are you getting the top side? Rapid Red Hood getting the bottom side of you, winning out with 3 boxes, but the White Lily used to jump to the undistributed box, and now Rapid Red Hood looting some extra out of the other distribution, and with that, I think both of them got everything they needed. Why is everyone getting everything they need? What's going on with this, man? Like,
yeah, it wasn't as exciting as that. I was actually surprised. I was like, oh my god, it's there.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had, like, it just jumped here. He was like, whoa, loot buddies, oh my god, we're here.
Oh my gosh, we are
gonna get
here.
Loot buddies every lobby? Oh my goodness, it would just.
Oh my god, you're gonna be so tired after.
Like, Christmas would be coming early for me. Like, oh my goodness.
And you'd be able to sleep well for your Monday work routine, because you know you're gonna be so tired.
I'm gonna be so tired out from exerting so much energy. Yeah, honestly. Dark Dagon, though, already 4 items up, looking to try and start something on Sang Sang Woo, but Sang Sang Woo also quite itemized. Look at that burst damage coming out from him. Dark Dagon popping the false out, healing up with it, dodges out on that Q by utilizing the backstep and using the flash cut to close the gap. And has access to flash cut once again, shooting for the Tsubame Gaishi, but not going to connect. Flash cut not available now as the Meteor cut has been what's unlocked. And I think Rapid Red Hood, Rapid Red Hood managing to scoop that kill up quick and easy, hand-delivered by Dark Dagon, but Dark Dagon not done yet, as Zin hyperloops in to follow up. Oh my goodness, the squads are showing up. Slow Shutter also here, gonna try and make something happen, and now the full squad of WeNeedVisa's here, and they're looking to clean up.
Yeah, they will be getting a couple kills here, already at 1.5 points here, as the fighting has not ended. Dylan gonna have to use that Dimensional Strike to stay alive, gonna get the kill under Pressfeld here. And yeah, a little bit of early fighting across the board from these teams. And if you're just joining us, as you see, the total leaderboard there is at the bottom. But before we can get in that, Mrao in a fight here. I guess after that is paid. Unfortunately, the damage was not quite coming out yet. Mrao gonna be on the run, gonna use that blink. Gonna not get the speed gate, as after this paid is gonna take in here emergency surgery to try to escape. And with the speed gate, they might be out there. Oh, unfortunately, the suture will not land on anyone. Gonna get the slow with that W. Gonna use that double pie pass over the wall, but unfortunately gonna get scouted by the ward here, and Morale will go down. Fortunately, not able to run for his life fast enough, as we do have the bear spawn again.
Are you looking to yoink these? I think he might have got the drones at the low price of 0.5 point over towards JohannOpus. A little interesting, but it is what it is. Needleite scrapping with Eclipse. This is a bit of a wet noodle fight here. Intimidation tactic trying to be used to establish more damage, but it only brings Eclipse to an opportunity for a Walston. Now Eclipse having to deal with Dark Dagon as he comes in. False Oath used. Look at that healing. It's establishing such a differential in their health bars, but yeah, Eclipse getting a little rest up.
Oh, is he coming back for more?
Oh, you gonna do it off the box? No, not the box. Actually gonna opt. Ooh, Dark Dagon dashing into the bush blind. Access to the flash cut. He's gonna be able to extend this fight a little further. Using the clear cuts to try and scrap with Eclipse as Zin comes here to back him up, and they manage to take down this raid boss of Hyunwoo.
Nanakash seems to be down on the ground. Mrao gets eliminated here as well. Nice moving turn from Rimrith, but unfortunately no blank cartridge available to get that kill here. But Nazimi on the Emma. This is something you gotta be careful with. We'll see if he can get anything done here. Gonna get the change out of the Dove here. Unfortunately, the damage is not enough. Gonna get tagged up by the cube from Kiraz here. DinoDance gonna be put on a break here. But we have about 30 seconds left in Night 1, so they will be able to come back in time for the first objective rotation.
Yeah, and with that, another fight potentially over
God.
in Forest. Oh my goodness, Dark Dagon getting poked quite a bit. Yeah, it's the run back, if you could call it that. It's going to be actually a bit of a slaughter. Dark Dagon gets taken down immediately. Needleite actually doing a bit of a good play here, believe it or not, trying to lead Bianca Fans away from the tree, but Eclipse is none the wiser to this ruse. Goes over to the tree and finds Din and stops him from taking it.
And the wet noodle fight begins yet again. Actually, this fight down here isn't, as these two teams are going to fight out against the Meteor. Trigger trying to see if they can get the upper hand on the Storytellers here. Acker's paid, getting a lot of damage on Yumla. He actually gets bursted down almost instantly here. And now with that, Jas trying to see if he can get a return kill. A nice dash to get out of there with some extra damage, but not enough for anything to turn. So Trigger going to be the ones to take the Meteorite and Dock. Well, I do see Sang Sang Moon fortunately getting chased down by Rappy Red Hood here. The Istvan War has begun, but Sang Sang Moon should really get to the White Lily right into a sky full of stars. Who should be able to, pick up this kill, no problem.
Yeah, quick and easy. That's the way they like it over on WeNeedVisa. Picking up that Meteorite. Fallen Pegasus crafted on the side of a sky full of stars. So that crit damage should serve him well in the coming days. I'd imagine perhaps a dice will go with it to maximize that crit damage potential. Another minute and 20 still. A lot of time for these teams to rack up the credits they need to try and get some bigger call-ins off, but it looks like JohannOpus has already managed to get call-ins off, maybe opting for some smaller calls to try and push a bit more tempo and points in the early game.
Yeah, we do see DinoDance also poking out Storytellers here. Oh, Nina getting a little aggressive, but getting stunned almost instantly here. The fight is kind of breaking out. Nina Catch stuck in the middle, but nope, Peacemaker will come out here. And the Zini wasn't able to pick up a kill either, so Rimrenth will be on the run. It looks like he should be safe in Cemetery here for now, while Storytellers decides to get some of their call-ins.
Yeah, Nine can call that a warm-up fight, perhaps. Or maybe he's saving his ultimate because objectives will be spawning in 40 seconds, so they do want that cooldown to be accessible for when they do try to contest something. So perhaps it was a smart play from Nine to just run all the way in and not use his ultimate. Anyways, we won't talk about that any further, as JohannOpus does manage to get some credits, rotate over towards this Alpha, which will be spawning in a mere 15 seconds over in Alley. They're all alone up here. Looks like Forest is going to be the hot spot here, as a believe it was Story. No, it's actually Trigger here, hovering with Bianca Fans. Waiting for this alpha to spawn. Bianca Fans has control over CCTV, so they do have a slight vision advantage. But Trigger able to drop some wards. Whoa! Clips going for that wall stun, takes out half of J-Tank's health immediately, but the Nimrod's Gate going to be used to break the positioning of Bianca Fans as Eclipse is split from the rest of his team now. With that knowledge, Trigger looking to turn onto Eclipse, using the Nimrod's Gate once again to establish more distance away from the rest of Trigger. Eclipse losing half of his health. Oh my goodness, Bianca Fans getting dropped. 2 members down. Delinko now low. This is Arda. You're not going to be able to run away forever, even on someone like Justina. And yeah, it's going to be proven just that as Bianca Fans gets wiped again in the early game.
Stop used here to start this fight. A great knockup, but we do have the Peacemaker to keep Nana Cash alive here. Will it be enough? The blank cartridge here to try to keep him safe, but it will not be enough here. Nazimi gonna try to see if he can get a kill on the Slow Shutter. The Q just barely not gonna land, but the W does go through. And now Nazimi, unfortunately, stuck in a 1v2. He may be Emma, but this is 2 melees. He does get the change route, but unfortunately, the full wave collapse still available from Rappy Red Hood as this fight is still going on here. A great Tetragon to be able to get IU down, and now with this, they're gonna be stuck in a 3v2. The blank gonna have to be used by Joss. Gonna have to run into red, as I believe that is Yamla already up in the northern part of Temple, so they should get out just fine here. So another kill going over to JohannOpus as well. I was gonna say something about that forest fight, but I totally lost my train of thought because so many fights just happened in a row.
Yeah, it's fortunately for you, we can look at it again, so maybe it'll jog your memory on exactly what was going down here. But yeah, well done by Trigger, utilizing Nimrod's Gate to its maximum potential to raise their positional advantage to its fullest potential, managing to chunk out Eclipse. And look at Dylan on the backside, just going ballistic, honestly.
Yeah, he did a great job of getting the Divine Intervention early. That's what I was going to mention. He gets the Divine Intervention early, and he doesn't use the Dimensional Strike either. So, I mean, he has that available for the rest of the fight, and he's able to nuke the backline yet again. Bianca Fans does fall like we had said, but we do see WidePeepoHappy possibly in a fight with Storytellers here. Oh, a little bit of a jumping around action going on from Dark Dagon, but unfortunately gets bursted down here as the rest of the team is already far gone. As you do see JohannOpus could be fighting over the Meteorite here with the Nameless. Nope, actually they're going to opt to just leave. They don't actually want to fight for this any longer, but they will possibly run into WeNeedVisa here. Nessius does see that they're taking the bear. Going to try to contest it a little bit here. Skyfall of Stars a little bit split from the team. And yeah, looks like that team will back out for now. No one quite wants to fight it out yet. No vision to be had. So we're going to grab that and just kind of move on and see if anything else does happen here.
They are going to spot this out. F-Stop does connect onto Bracebell, perhaps looking for an opportunity. Mage Power finds a counter engage onto Rapid Red Hood, who takes a good chunk of damage, which does go unresponded. So JohannOpus does have a small advantage for the time being, but with how much time's gone by, Rapid Red Hood's managed to rest up, back on his feet. So WeNeedVisa with that, looking to push forward, looking for an angle. Skyfall of Stars, a little split from the team. That's a big wall for your teammates to try and get over. And Nathapon, he's not the jumpiest sort of character, but he does find a pick onto Bracebell. He managed to pull him back onto the panorama, but it's not going to be enough, is it? Skyfall of Stars trying to finish off this kill, but Bracebell gets out. Meanwhile, on the other side, Netsi's already brought down from Rapid Red Hood, and Mage Power does follow suit as well.
Yeah, not respecting the damage from Slow Shutter here. It was a huge Nathapon combo to take out Bracebell almost instantly, having to leave the fight. And now he will have to find a spot to revive his team. They do have enough credits, and it looks like Archery Rage is pretty free for him to do so. Actually, the whole upper part of the map looks pretty free for him. So he has a little bit of time to be able to res his team. No problems here, unless he decides to prio a rift. We'll have to see. He's going to take over the cameras from DinoDance here in school. While everyone else just kind of does their thing. 20 seconds, not much is happening. We can take a look at the items probably and see what's going on, unless this fight possibly breaks out. Nothing yet. Yeah, no, let's take a look at those items.
And yeah, wow, look at all these teams really so far. Everyone's looking quite strong. DinoDance though, not so much. Ooh, yeah, ooh is definitely the word I would use. Yeah, otherwise everyone's doing pretty good. It looked like JohannOpus might have been down some items as well, which could explain part of what happened with that fight. But ultimately, with the fight they just had, the big part for their composition, they're more or less just a combo composition, and every piece of the puzzle has to fall in its proper place. And when things get split up in a fight, that's where their composition really falls apart, because they're really relying on the CC lock to set up the human wind flow, but Rapid Red Hood stepping forward gets F-stopped immediately by Slow Shutter, and with that, they jump a Sky Full of Stars and take him out immediately. And now, down to a 2v3, Needlelight low on the backside, but Dark Dagon is able to clean up Slow Shutter. Rapid Red Hood now on the run. These F-stops from the side of WeNeedVisa are just not on point right now.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate. Oh, but it looks like, did they get out in time? Oh, no, they don't! Sexy Boo does able to stop in a huge full wave collapse to be able to get down one member. Kiraj to be able to take out Zin here. And now it is a 1v3 on Dark Dagon side. What a crazy catch from Kiraj to be able to stop them going into Omega.
That's massive! And, I mean, now nobody gets Omega, so it is what it is. But,
nobody gets it.
Yeah, look at this. Like, they're like, okay, guys, we gotta go. Let's get out of here. Nimrod's Gate stops them all. Wave function collapse on all. I think it actually might have only hit Zin and Needlelight. But either way, huge damage to catch a two-man with that. And yeah, the rest of the fight's just history.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate. While all that was happening, looks like Cash had gotten eliminated at some point. So DinoDance will have to revive him here with the kiosk. So he will be back, no problems. And they're going to have a long road ahead of them to fight because their items are a little bit on the lacking side as this fight has begun here. Full wave collapse lands on Slow Shutter, gets instantly eliminated thanks to Sang Sangwoo. And now Sky Full of Stars will get eliminated as well as he's trying to fight the 1v2 on the backside here. Nice taunt coming out from Mage Power as well. Resmo trying to follow up with that Tetragon Dozetta. Oh my god, the burst damage from Dylan is crazy, leaving Nestius on the run. Yet again, unfortunately, right as day 4 hits, Nestius will be able to get over to this kiosk in time, so it looks like they should be able to at least bring back one member for now. Actually, two should be able to come back in just a second as F-Stop does land on Akira's here. Morale trying to start this fight to keep him safe. Gonna have to blank out, but unfortunately does get eliminated. Kira's already on the run, gonna have to blank away from a Sky Full of Stars, but unfortunately only 12 seconds left. The knockup will land, but unfortunately you cannot run away from Camillo, and that will be the Nameless going down here, unfortunately.
But fortunately for the Nameless, they racked up 10.5 points. They did really well in the previous game. Ooh, Slow Shutter actually getting picked off by Storytellers here while I was yapping about that. But yeah, the Nameless did manage to rack up a good amount of points. And at the end of the day, points are what matter the most here in this format of top 4 getting out to the finals. They don't need to win every game. They don't need to win a checkpoint game. They just need to rack up a lot of points. And so far, so good for the Nameless, even with this elimination. But this is an opportunity for other teams to catch up, like Storytellers. They're maybe looking to usurp the Nameless's lead, and if they can win out on this game, they might be able to accomplish just that.
Yeah, looks like Nazimi gonna use a little bit of that red timer to be able to get another item online for the team. JohannOpus actually coming into Research Center. You can see 2 teams in here. Another team preparing to set up for Wickeline. This is gonna look a little bit scary soon. The F-Stop not gonna quite land on anyone, but we have the WeNeedVisa team getting their transition from the kiosk. And now we see Mage Power pushing forward into Storytellers here, not wanting to give them the Wickeline for free. And this is going to look pretty scary here soon. We see 2 teams also posturing in Forest. Mage Power trying to decide if they want to force this here. Going to push Storytellers away from Wickeline for now. Possibly be able to take over the CCTV. Storytellers just going to wait on the bottom side of Cemetery. We'll see if they decide to actually contest this or if they're just going to give it for free for now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're in any rush if they are going to contest it. So, yeah, should be a free wick line going over to JohannOpus. Meanwhile, WeNeedVisa. That was a blood they called in, so they invested that F-Stop as a zoning tool to make sure that they get that blood online. Phantom Blade Crimson now online for a Sky Full of Stars. So, with him getting those stacks up on Quickstep, it's going to be very hard to run away. But full send on this Nimrod's Gate after that is paid, getting chonked hard, dropped down to the ground, but so is a Sky Full of Stars. Ooh, now down for the side of WeNeedVisa, looking to clean up the rest is Dylan, and he does just that. Slow Shutter gets dropped. Trigger winning out on this fight handedly.
Yeah, getting a lot of points here too. Dylan looking pretty scary at this point of the game, having all of his items online. A lot of burst damage coming through. They actually got Slow Shutter's blink like instantly in that fight, so not having that anymore meant that he's kind of in a stuck spot. So we'll see with the final 4 teams. Final 4 teams in the final 4 down in the bottom of the row. Kind of cool there. As we move along into the later parts of the game, we do have JohannOpus having the wick line. I believe they gave the VF over to Nestius, so he does have the VF item online. A lot of burst damage going to be coming through from him. If they can execute it well, we have seen them do it a lot, especially like in qualifiers. I think even last season, they had a lot of cool combos coming out with Mage Power and Nestius. So we'll see if they can get that done again. as they're going to run into DinoDance here soon. They're going to see the pings being made. We do see the bear has been taken. And now we have DinoDance just waiting in the bush. We'll see if anything happens here. Mage Power walking up. Do they have the recon to check it? Oh, they're going to actually just use a ward, but it is Mage Power that walks up, so it will not matter here. About half HP, but it's all good as the rest of DinoDance are just going to kind of hide out in the corner here.
It's actually, funny enough, that was DinoDance's ward that got dropped in the bush, so they just, yeah, perhaps a missed opportunity from DinoDance, but ultimately we're in the situation that we're in now. DinoDance with their backs against the wall and forest, but JohannOpus in no rush to pressure this at all with their Wickline buff. Maybe not fancying a fight against DinoDance currently. So for now, they're just going to farm up, leave, you know, do their thing. Nice, slow-paced game from them. Looking at the items. Yeah, I mean, you know, Nazimi's got those rose steps. Full ranged comp against JohannOpus as well. They might not be able to find a good engage. Wow, the itemization on Trigger is very big. Fully kitted out across the board. Even Storytellers, you know, even though IU doesn't have full items online, that is a Lenny. So the items aren't as important as the utility and playmaking potential of the character. So having your two other teammates beside you be fully itemized for the side of Storytellers is still a good look for them going into any of these fights against any of these teams.
Yeah, IU definitely has like this, his core online. You know, he has Commanders, he has Elf Dress, he has Healing Wind 2, he is primed and ready to go. But first, Mage Power not going to get the taunt, and you can see Nessie is trying to follow up on that with the Wind Flow. But with that, it's not going to land, so they're just going to back up for now. So Wickline buff online. But without the core of their fight to be had, they will just back out for now and wait for these cooldowns to come back. Cash trying to chase them out a little bit here, as we do see another team get into Forest here as well. Mage Power going to find a ward here. As they're going to push through, they're going to know that it is Storytellers that are in the zone. But with that, they're actually just going to leave entirely. So we'll probably have a 2v2 in each zone. Storytellers are going to try to fight off against Trigger here, possibly, unless they decide to make their way back into Chapel.
Yeah, for now, just prioritizing taking that forest vision. They want to try and set up as much CCTV coverage and vision as they can to try and find a third party. And with there only being 4 teams alive rather than 3, the information that these teams have access to is a little bit larger than usual, as they can see how many players are alive. So as soon as they see some players dropping from the top of the screen, they know there's some fighting going on. But for now, DinoDance posturing Tetragon used as a disengage. Mage Power lingering around a little bit, but yeah, they're not going to be too interested in taking a fight yet. JohannOpus needs to find a way to get a big combo off. Probably a 2-man knockup from Hreisfeld would do the trick, or a 2-man taunt from Mage Power. But Yamla sending it on the White Lily, looking for something, but not going to find an opening on Trigger just yet. J-Tang going to play neutral for the time being. He's definitely got the rights of neutral against Storytellers, who's a very melee range team. He just has to be very careful about not getting spring trapped.
Yeah, he does have the tap roots online too, so a lot of CDR coming onto his side, as we do see JohannOpus actually maybe deciding to third party this zone here. Going to be spotted out as Mage Power going to get a nice taunt here to start this fight, but the rest of the team getting rooted by the Babylon's Cube means that they can't follow up on it. Now with that information, we do see Trigger actually opting to leave the zone. Going to go try to fight the 2v2 in the other one. And now everyone's just kind of swapped around here. We'll see what happens as Trigger is going to start making their way into DinoDance here, who do have the priority on the zone here, which is something they do like. It's going to be hard to get in here, or maybe not hard at all, as they do have Nimrod's Gate available, but they do got to be careful. I mean, Nazimi Emma going to have that poly combo available. And we do see Dylan kind of making his way over to the plant here. Oh my god, another team is also here. Everyone is just leaving as a full wave collapse comes out. A nice Peacemaker to make sure that doesn't burst anyone. Cash trying to get a kill, but not going to get one at all. Stasis going to be used by Nazimi here, but unfortunately not going to be enough, as Storytellers here with third-party rights are going to be able to take over the zone.
Strangely enough, out of all the teams that get an isolated zone, it's JohannOpus. I thought teams might be a little more willing to fight them, but I guess, you know, if you get Wickline, you get a zone for free. That is the law, and they will be sticking to that law in a just way. Storytellers now ready to finish the rest of this zone. Trigger, J-Tang trying to find some sort of angle while Activa's paid loops around, but I mean, it's 2v3. This is just going to be too difficult, and they managed to almost pick off IU there, but not quite able to. And with that, failing to take out the supportive backside. the rest of Storytellers are able to clean up this fight, no problem. And yeah, look at JohannOpus's items. I mean, they're pretty strong. They got 2 Bloods online, but they're still missing quite a bit of slots. I'm really shocked that you know, none of neither Trigger nor Storytellers wanted to stay in the zone with them.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to. I mean, maybe they just want to get to the zone with more people. You know, get points from kills, but. We'll see how it all turns out for them now, leaving him, our JohannOpus here, as Mage Power. Gonna get a little bit of poke damage onto Yamla here, but not really much to do anything thanks to the healing from IU. Yamla deceptively tanky here as well. And Mage Power actually not really that tanky at all. You can see him taking quite a bit of damage here. Gonna get another taunt onto IU here. The follow-up from Hesfeld is pretty big here. Windflow gonna be used as Decius gonna be able to snipe the kill into IU here, but unfortunately Decius stuck in the middle of everyone means he is gonna fall. And now in the 2v2, it looks to be on the side of Storytellers, having both their bruisers online here. Mage Power just a tank here, trying to get some damage out, but unfortunately the cooldowns from Hesfeld are too long. Storytellers gonna be taking game 2.
When a fight against the Storytellers extends too long, the healing really starts to show between both of the passives of Hyunwoo and Shulin. They both have healing attached to their passives and can proc it quite frequently if the fight extends. So yeah, with that fight going on as long as it did and the amount of investment used to take out AU, they managed to come out on top.
Yeah, very well played indeed. I mean, we saw them snipe, the kill from IU. That was very well done, but Nessius, unfortunately, stuck in the middle of everyone. Meant that he does go down. Exclusive to try to keep him safe, but unfortunately, Exclusive can bring you back into the fight. It gets a little awkward, but JohannOpus wasn't unstoppable, as you see. I mean, anyone could have fought them in the other zone, but I guess they decided not to.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps, I mean, Trigger, just, you know, when they left, they saw that they had 2 other teams with them. They were looking for an honest 1v1. Storytellers, I guess, saw JohannOpus and said, you know what, we want more kills, not less. So they went to the other zone looking for a third-party opportunity, knowing that Trigger left and knowing that there could possibly be a third-party opportunity. So perhaps that was the logic behind Storytellers swapping zones. But for now, we do have the replay ready to go on the final fight that we had just seen. And yeah, let's take a look-see at what happened exactly.
Yeah, we do see Mage Power getting poked out a little bit here. He just keeps trying to find the taunt angle, and you see Hresfeld follow up on it, but unfortunately, just not enough damage coming through here. Mage Power does find the angle here. He does catch at least IU, but unfortunately, he left just out of it. And with that, the exclusive being used, Nessius trying to dash out here, gets stunned, I believe, against the wall there. Or maybe it's from the W from Jazz. I didn't quite see it close enough, but that stun means that Nessius isn't able to blink out right away, and he just takes way too much damage, and unfortunately does fall here. So yeah, just very well played from Storytellers. Unfortunately, I think the taunt, I mean, I see the vision. He wants to try to get the 2-man, but unfortunately, what they have to look for is Jazz. He has 2 VF items online. He can definitely burst anyone on the team.
Yeah, but it's so difficult against Shulin because she has access to that parry. If you want to try and CC lock Shulin, you run the risk of getting parried and having it flip right back on your head. But yeah, Jazz getting this opening on the backside. Yeah, that stun was the Shulin W, actually. I just saw it there. So yeah, that was a little unfortunate for Nessius, but that is just how it goes. And yeah, I agree with you. You do have to try and take out Jazz first, but it can be difficult on a combo comp, right? They're all in. Their CC is, I mean, they have to have Hresfeld open it up with the knockup because if it's catwalk, it's premeditated. Springtrap's reactable. Yeah, you're really just looking at Hresfeld to try and start the fight with a knockup to follow up with the taunt and do the whole combo thing they do, the wind flow inside the Tetragon, yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada.
Yeah, wind flow, Tetragon, someone drops on the ground essentially. But yeah, well done by Storytellers nonetheless, executing this comp very well. Honestly, I was a little bit of a doubter at first. I saw them in the first game in that rift. I'm like, wait a minute, this comp's not doing any damage. No, they just need some items on Jazz, and the damage comes online.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we saw it. I mean, Yamla deceptively tanky. Hyunwoo is always like that, though. He's just kind of going out there. He's beating up Mage Power like nothing's happening, and yeah, winning it out for them. But I believe they played that comp both games, so now that's going to actually be out for them. So I guess the question is, are they going to bring in Fuichu now for comp number 3 and 4? Or are they just going to keep with the same people? I mean, this is a fun part. I mean, we get our break. We get to see people make changes. That's the excitement of ERCC. You never know what comps are going to be coming out. Unless you watch scrims a lot, then you can probably guess.
Yeah, if you're a scrim watcher, then you have a bit more of an idea. Unfortunately, I work Monday through Friday, so I don't get to usually catch the scripts. But what I do usually get to catch is the scores. They are ready to go. So let's take a look and see where everyone's landed. The Nameless still on top with 41.5 points after their huge success in the first game, but Storytellers striking back in that second game in second place, just behind them, hot on their tail at 39 points. From there, we have Trigger with 26.5 points in third, and in fourth, we have WeNeedVisa with 22 points. Fifth place, JohannOpus at 18.5. Right behind them is DinoDance at 18 points. WidePeepoHappy from there with 5.5 points, and Bianca Fans bringing in the rear with 4.5 points. But everybody, that was 2 games, so now we get 1 break for 5 minutes. That's a lot of numbers, but we will see you in 5 minutes.
Schools are where justice is needed most. Ready to go. I'm the hero of justice at your service. Oh. I'll find my way forward with strength and determination. I won't miss. In the name of justice. This is my justice. It's nice if you get along with everyone. May tomorrow shine brighter and more peaceful than today. I'll stand strong with courage. Evil won't break me. Nice work. Let's keep going.
Secure vulnerability located. Engaging detection mode. Warning. Restricted area.
After that day, I am now reborn. Revel in fear, insects! Enough of these NOBAs.
Weapon system upgrade.
All right, let's do this. Come on, entertain me. Stand still. You dare challenge me? Beat her into shape. Not even death can outrun me. My engine is already burning hot. I'll chase you to the ends of hell.
It's going to get pretty hot. You'd better stay away from me. You asked for it.
Now it's my turn. I will not disgrace this place. I'm not picky about food.
You better stop doing anything suspicious. It was a fun festival.
The red string of fate isn't so easily cut. Come to our eternal festival, just you and me. I hope you can feel what I feel too. This moment, I'll never forget it.
Making money while doing what you love. Ain't that the best job ever? Let's not mix business with emotions, all right? I could smash things with this. Ever thought about working with me? Hole in one. You want to run later or walk now? Do you like it? Where do you feels good.
Class is over. Want to hang out?
I'll go too.
Huh?
Get up.
Huh?
It's over.
Oh. When did I fall asleep? Marlene! Want to take a selfie?
Sure.
Ta-da! Hey.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a nice break. I know Meek and I did. Did you guys see those
Oh, yeah.
tweets?
We just won 300 event NP, and I can't believe it. Nobody, like, what's going on, man? And I can't believe, camper on duty. Hey, well, congratulations on the 300 event NP, but why was bingo not your world, huh? What's going on here?
Literally, bingo was our world. It should have been your world too, as the Lumia Island world is just starting here. The ban's coming out, as we all had talked about earlier. 2-pick ban means that everyone that had picked these comps before, they're going to be banned out. And so everyone's going to have to make a little bit of adjustment here. It looks like WeNeedVisa is taking a page out of the Storytellers book here. Except for the Shulin, we're going to have Hisui coming out. Bianca Fans, this is more of a comp I would say I know them more for. Because of Rito Employee, who's a Debbie on Marlene main. So we'll see if this works out better for them.
Yeah, we will see. We will see. Indeed, the Nameless going back to this Arda composition. They were happy with the result. Trigger, Dylan on Alex. Excellent. I like it.
Yeah, we actually saw a lot of this Nia, I believe it was yesterday, wasn't it, with Internet Rap. We saw some combos coming out with the Nikki Nia, kind of reminiscent of Nikki Adela. We could probably see a lot of the same stuff coming out here as well. You have the taunt combo from Alex, followed up with the Game World from Nia. We'll see if it proves well for them. And look at that, we do have Fuchu coming into the fray here as well. We had talked about that earlier. So he will be coming in. I think that's the only change I see.
Yeah, but yeah, I really like seeing actor that is paid go over to, oh, right, Lumi. I'm sorry, Lumi, I didn't mean to leave you hanging. What do you got for us? Forest Cores, woo!
It's almost as much excitement as you have for Loot Buddies. That's crazy.
But only almost.
But only.
Nothing tops a good session of Loot Buddies. But yeah, actor that is paid, I really like him on these very mobile carries. We saw a lot of him playing Razi in the past. So yeah, really happy to see him shuffling over to Tsubame.
Yeah, for sure. So with that, if you are just joining us here, we have the scoreboard there at the bottom. And you can see first and second is very, very close. But and it's only top four that makes it out. And Beak is oh my god because something crazy is about to happen. But we have to wait for one more person to get here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I better
Are you ready?
I better sit up. I'm about to stand up for this. Like the camera's just gonna be like the camera's just gonna be like my pants.
Yeah,
this
we
is
don't
crazy.
want that. Okay,
yeah,
right,
no,
ready?
nobody wants that. Yes, I am ready. This message. We have 7 people starting in school. Loot Buddies right out the gate. J-Tang and Sang Sang Woo going for the north side boxes. J-Tang looping around. He's gonna be able to get 3 boxes unless if Sang Sang Woo can contest it. He doesn't need it. Meanwhile, over in the gymnasium, a sky full of stars already out. Yamla leaving that distribution as well as Mage Power is last to leave in the gymnasium from the the 1993 menace of gymnasium school. Oh, Yamla actually hold. Yamla, he didn't get all of his items out of gymnasium. He's stuck. He's looting like a madman. He's in this zone. How long has it been? There's only a minute 45 left in day. He's gonna get slaughtered in his next zone.
And yes, that was Loot Buddies brought to you by Meek Speedy here on the caster desk as we get along into our next zone. And look at that, like you said, Yamla getting bullied here by Restfog, it looks like. Pulse Stealth has been activated. Restfog on the chase. 3 purple items online. Bing, bang, boom. Yamla having to use the Blink to get out, but Jast is going to be here to hopefully save him. As you do see actually a lot of fighting going into Temple here. Temple going to be the new school as Yamla having to run away. Sky full of stars is also here. Fuchu though, full items. Actually leaving school. Fuchu? That's crazy. Usually he stays there and gets a lot of early kills, but he will be chasing on to Sang Sang Woo here with Jazz. Gonna hit the spiral. The freeze is gonna land. Dance Macabre not gonna go through. Huge full wave collapse actually to dodge out on the freeze. Sang Sang Woo barely staying alive, getting the kill. And now with that, we have the Nameless. Gonna maybe pick up another kill onto Jazz here. We do see the Babylon's Cube going out from Kiraz. And that will be Jazz falling down here.
Yamla only has 2 items. Oh no, this loot buddy stuff has ruined him. Oh no, it's the days of old where you can't get your full build online forever. He is trapped. Who is also trapped is Mage Power on the run as Slow Shutter is gonna have to give up this chase at some point, as that speed gate should be able to get Mage Power out, no problemo. Mage Power trying to sneak a couple hunts before Slow Shutter can close the gap, and look at, he's got, whatever he's looking for, it doesn't exist in Temple anymore. He has to loop back to school to finish because he didn't get all of his items out of school.
Oh my glob. Speaking of glob, Zen in a dangerous situation. Gonna be able to dash over the wall, gonna try to juke him out here. Stuck in the corner, but unfortunately there's no way to get out of there. Fuchu is gonna be here, gonna pick up that kill. And now the entirety of archery is gonna go over to Storytellers here as we have a fight over the bears here. We do see Nazimi going in here. Rimmerthal and the Kacha gonna get knocked back here. Trying to get out, and ooh, a nice triple root coming out from Nine here. Nazimi gonna try to stay here with him, gonna try to pick up these kills. Rimrenth not able to pick up the kill on the Slow Shutter here, but possibly the Lenny gonna be taken down here. The taunt is gonna land. Nine-Eye's gonna get form, and that will be 2 kills going over to DinoDance.
And Rimrenth on the backside, even when he was all the way out of the fight, that in a blitz was a 3-man, so that move, you know, normally in a blitz it hits, I'm like, whatever. But when it's a 3-man, that third shot is no joke. It's a lot of damage. Nine-Eye catch pushing forward onto Kiraz here, who is all on his lonesome. But a little Arda's Nimrod Gate should do the trick to getting him to safety. But yeah, DinoDance taking over stream.
Nessius is in a battle against Morale here, trying to find him here. Oh, the emergency surgery just barely landing. No more suture, though, to put these two together here. Gonna be able to use a White Lily to escape. Gonna try to make it over to Sang Sang Wu here. Maybe try to pick up something. Nah. It looks like they're just going to try to escape. Rao's going to be scouted by the recon drone. We see Sang Sang Wu trying to stack up that passive here. Going to see if he can make something happen. The root does land, but fortunately, Morale cannot get over the wall to be able to pick up anything here. Sang Sang Wu trying to take the Nimrod's Gate from Kiraz. I got a little dizzy there for a second. I'm like, I see him trying to click it. I was like, where's the Arda? I had to look at the map for a second. So he does barely escape here, but with that 20 seconds left in the day, we do see Mage Power walking on up to Nine-Eye here, possibly. He's going to set his sights on him. You know what this means. Nine-Eye will not give up this chase if he doesn't have to. Restfog on the run. Root barely does land, and now the fight will break out here. Rimmerth pretty safe here, but does actually get knocked up here by Mage Power. As we do see the ulti coming out from Nine-Eye. The fight is looking a little scrappy. Nine-Eye trying to stay alive here. Nazimi does get stunned. It looks like Rimmerth pumping out a lot of damage, but fortunately not enough as Nazimi does fall. Nine-Eye catch, unfortunately on the run here. That's going to be 2 members of DinoDance down.
And down over in the bottom side of the map, looks like Eclipse is going to get taken out here. Duck Dive overshot by Dark Dagon, actually, but this bow skill should apply as slow, great enough for them to be able to catch up and finish the kill. Meanwhile, Zin taken out on the top side by Rito Employee, and now Dark Dagon trying to close the gap, trying to set up something, but he's all on his own. But it is Glove Weon, so unlike what you're used to seeing with Tonfa, you do have to respect it in a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, we're not going to have to see the awkward Tonfa Leon trying to farm by himself this time around here like we saw yesterday, as the rest of the teams are getting the rest of their farm, possibly. Oh, J-Tang getting found out here by the Storytellers here. The 1-up will land, but unfortunately it will not matter. He won't be able to get out of there, so we have to regroup with the team as Eclipse gets found out here as well. Trying to escape from JohannOpus, but it will not happen here. He is going to fall about 1:10 left in the day, so enough time to regroup with the team as everyone else is starting to get their call-ins online.
Yeah, but looking at the map, everything's relatively spread out for the time being. Actually, who we're looking at for the place to be, JohannOpus, closing the gap on WidePeoPoHappy. Bracefeld's now just joining the fight, but maybe a little bit too late at this point. Doing a lot of damage on the backside. Needlelight gonna get taken out. Dark Dagon on the run. Gonna be able to use the White Lily to escape. Yeah, I stand corrected, actually. Racefeld came in like the hero for his team. Oh my goodness, Nessius, go back! Yeah, there you go. A little bit of RNG found on the Wolf. Love to see it. Meanwhile, over in Hospital, Game World is out, but J-Tang is going to get dropped almost. Yes, did you mention take out J-Tang? Just ignoring the rest of the team and pushing forward. Storytellers, they don't care what world you're in. Game World, Bingo World, it doesn't matter. They're telling stories.
Yeah, they're going to be able to take J-Tang out, but the rest of Trigger does escape. So they are going to be able to regroup here momentarily before our objectives do spawn. Actors paid us 2 items online, so not looking to be in a bad spot. And taking a look, Doc may have been contested here. Zin pushing forward onto Nine-Eye Cash here, trying to get form quickly. We'll see if he decides to engage on this. No, it looks... Oh, just kidding. He's actually going to go back in. Going to get the root onto Needlelake here. Going to go straight for him. Rimrith going to have to run away. He does hit the E. Oh, unfortunately, I don't think the E shift is available. He will get taken down by Zin. And now they're going to be in a 2v2, but Cash and Kazemi going to go straight for that zone. Unfortunately, though, they will not get the revive off on Rimrith because he did not die in time. So we'll see if they get theirs for free. They're going to have to fight off against someone here.
2 freebie zones. Bianca
That
Fans
is
gets a
crazy.
freebie, DinoDance gets a freebie. They don't need to fight each other. As the rifts are divided based on where they're placed, it's already pre-organized on which rift you'll go to. But enough about that as the fight's going on up in Temple. Jazz chunked out pretty hard on the backside here. Dance Macabre does go down, does connect on the Hracefeld, but here comes the third party, the Nameless, looking to pick up some kills. Looks like they've set their sights onto Hracefeld, and they will take him down just like that. Mage Power now on the run, looking to use the White Lily to get out, but it's being blocked by Sang Sang Woo. He's not letting him hit it. So with that, JohannOpus loses 2 members. Unfortunately, they are still in the game. Nessius managing to get out.
Yeah, that is lucky for them. He instantly dipped. He saw what was going on here. But it is still night 2. So get the free revive soon. Get to come back onto the map. As we do see what is here. Unfortunately, a meteorite and warehouse will be spawning, but I doubt anyone will go for that. Maybe gas station will be the place to look. We see a box up there as everyone's just kind of starting to peruse their way over there.
Very interesting too, looking at the map. The whole bottom side of the map is going to be closed. Look at that. All yellow, all red down there. Chapel's opening back up, but yeah, enough about that. Mage Power getting chunked to about half health on the run. Hracefeld now, good freeze. Dan connects on top with the Dance Macabre, but Mage Power still alive, so ever so tanky, investing that health tech stat on himself. Yamla now the target of focus for Hracefeld and Nessius, trying to take him down, but jumps over the wall. Springtrap does connect. Wall stun following suit. Meanwhile, right next door to them, Dark Dagon, very low, gets taken down by DinoDance in on the run. But even if he gets out of this building, he knows there's another team waiting in the wings. They heard them over the wall taking the chicken, so he loops back, goes down to DinoDance promptly over in hospital as well. Slow Shutter on the run. Oh, he's almost taken out, but first attack should be up soon. So with that, Trigger recognizes it and prioritizes taking the objective.
Yeah, a lot of stuff just happened there as Storytellers just got eliminated.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they ran into another team while Yamla was spawning is what I'm gonna guess happened here. Fuchu Jazz on the ground, so Storytellers actually the first team eliminated here. As this team fight is going on here. Nanakash does get for him. The root does land. Rimrith has to stay safe. Gotta stay away from Breastfeld here. Mage Power trying to play the front line for the team. Nessie is gonna use that healing wind to heal up a little bit. Breastfeld gonna use the ulti here. Oh, Mage Power running into the ward, just gonna take that out. And with that, both teams will just separate for now. Nothing quite gonna happen here. Some more items coming online across the board for the rest of the teams, as I believe they're pretty separated for now. So yeah, let's look at them items. Let's see what's going on here. Everyone having a little bit online here. So looking pretty good. Eclipse actually almost fully itemized. That's a little bit of a surprise here as Mage Power does get rooted up, being found out by the Nameless.
Yeah, Bianca Fans looking very strong in this game. Double Halo as well. Absolutely no joke, especially if they can apply the Dragon's Fury defense shred first. That percentage damage will do a lot of damage. Active has paid already 4 items online for him as well. Hracefeld getting stacked as is tradition when he's on Hisui. They love to stack up this Hisui and watch him work his magic.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Delinko trying to play a little bit of a cheese angle here, but I think they were found out. Delinko trying to hit the root, but not going to go through yet, as Eclipse trying to walk forward. Springtrap not going to quite hit on anyone yet. We see them just kind of running at them. Strider going to be activated here. Knockup not quite going to land as the Tsubami Ganchi does go out. A nice parry as they all get scooped up though by Rito employee with the Trins rush here. And now it looks like the Lenny might barely escaping as Eclipse already falls down. Rito employee going to be the one to fall down next here as well. Crazy turn of events there. I thought it was going to be turned around, but it looks like the item advantage possibly on the side of the WeNeedVisa going to be taking over the fight.
Yeah, and now Bianca Fans, they don't have enough credits to get this revive off, and they recognize that this mobile chaos they put down actually isn't safe. They see WidePeepoHappy in the area, so they're going to respect that. Go into red, try to find a different avenue of respawning their last teammate here. And yeah, we'll see where they end up going. Looks like they're going to go up to gas station, maybe looking to walk their way over towards police station and get the revive there.
Yeah, they're going to be able to take the vision into Alley here to kind of see what's going on. But first, we do see JohannOpus possibly walking up to the Nameless here. They're going to be found out by that ward here. They're going to see Sing Sing Woo. We'll see if they decide to keep on going that way. Now, it looks like they're going to go over to Stream, where they're actually going to run into Trigger instead here. J-Tang In an awkward spot, gonna use that pistol skill for the movement speed. And we do see the spring trap not quite landing, but Mage Power wanting to chase forward here. They only see 2 members. And yeah, looks like with that, they're just gonna give it up for now. Actor does Fade having enough time to be able to regroup with the team.
Running over into Research Center, they got this red box spawning, and they don't want anybody contesting it. Unfortunately, for the side of WidePeepoHappy, these 2 teams have funneled into each other. So, with that, they aren't going to be able to chase them efficiently, but it looked like WeNeedVisa was still going for a bit of a chase scenario over in Research Center. Posturing for now is JohannOpus and Trigger. Yeah, look at that on the map. WidePeepoHappy, they're in a bit of a pincer with this red box as WeNeedVisa is right underneath them. But with this fight starting, a third party could come quick. Dagon barely managing to survive, but Sang Wu finishing the kill. And now here comes the third party, and WeNeedVisa is just going to scoop the box, no problem, and walk on out.
And Nanacash gonna see the res go off here. We do see the Ballistic Advantage gonna be going out. Oh, actually, sorry, that was the end of Blitz. Ballistic Advantage not gonna follow suit here. As Dark Dagon able to dodge on that thanks to Duck Dive. There's the Ballistic Advantage. Coming out a little bit later than I thought. Blink gonna be used by Needleite. Charm of the Nomad to barely get out. And there's a W slow to be able to stop Nazimi. One more Q to fear him off. Not gonna come out in time. Taunt still gonna land. So Needleite will fall down. The rest of WidePeepoHappy on the run towards the kiosk, able to res their teammate.
Yeah, can loop around over into Hotel. And call in right as day 4 hits. I wonder what 9i could be grabbing. Wow, of what? I've never seen him build red shoes before.
Never. That's definitely not like his signature or anything. All 4 of his core online. Gonna wait for the last BF to get the weapon, it looks like here. And now we're gonna take over the rest of Hotel and see kind of what happens here. Kind of a quiet game, looking at all the kills across the board. Not a lot on a single team this time around.
Yeah, no, it's really spread out across the board as far as all the points go. Storytellers going out a little early means that the action does die down a little bit for the rest of the game as that ripple effect goes through. A lot more objectives are scooped up uncontested as a result. Now 9i posturing against WeNeedVisa. He has form, so he really wants to try and utilize it. We'll see if he can land that ghastly grip here. Does connect onto Sesqui, and now the return fire is here from a Sky Full of Stars, who, oh my goodness, finds his way to the backline real fast, but Rimrin quick to respond, as well as his teammates, and now 9i activating Freedom is going to find the fear, and that's going to be what takes out Slow Shutter as well.
Yeah, Sky Full of Stars on a crazy angle onto Rimrin there, but unfortunately, too much damage had been done. Tree on the ground. Heyo, someone picked that up here. As we have the team of JohannOpus trying to walk up to Trigger, but just gonna leave for now. Actually, quite a few teams in Temple area. It looks like Wickeline on the complete other side of the map. I'm gonna guess Forest? No, School. That's right, the whole bottom side of the map is totally closed here. So we have 2 teams already posturing for that, as we have Bianca Fans just running away for now. Sang Wu getting chunked out by the Ballistic Advantage here. And yeah, the rest of the Nameless are just going to hide out for now, as Wickeline does spawn, and to no surprise, we have DinoDance instantly on it. Ninacash has the VF Dagger online as well, so he's going to be sitting in a pretty good spot here, and it looks like they might be able to get it for free because a fight might break out in School here, as Slow Shutter is going to go on to Sang Wu, a nice spring trap into the Babylon's Cube area, but it looks like the damage isn't quite coming through yet. Morale going to have to use the emergency surgery to escape this time, and that's going to be a lot of damage out, so this team is going to keep on pushing forward, but the Nimrod's Gate to get them on out of there, as Morale barely escaping here, as Zen trying to fight against Rito Employee, but is going to go down here. And that will be WidePeepoHappy actually being eliminated by Bianca Fans.
But after everything's said and done, DinoDance did pick up the wick line during all of this action. White Lily used by Rito Employee to split this up, not looking to fight JohannOpus just yet, as they had just come out of a fight themselves. Meanwhile, over in Gymnasium, posturing for now between WeNeedVisa and Bianca Fans, but nothing going on quite yet. 9i, look at those items in the top left corner. You just saw him. There was Red Shoes, Opera Mask, Blood Dagger, Helix. Like, oh my goodness, he is hitting that point on Leanne where it just becomes too much of a problem. Little corner check actually coming out from the Nameless, but DinoDance quick to third party almost immediately. Kiraz getting taken out. Sang Wu now on the run on the bottom side. Mrao running away from Rimrinth, but he's not going to be able to chase that out any further. Sang Wu now going to get taken down. Ballistic Advantage used by Rimrinth on the backside as well. Yeah, that's lights out, but Mrao able to get these revives off quickly, efficiently, but it's making pings. DinoDance should see it, and you can already see 9i. He wants to go down there. He saw pings. He wants to run at them. He's the ping chaser.
Yeah, we're gonna actually see maybe something happening here. Both teams are aware Springtrap is gonna land onto Restfeld, but oh my god, he has 2 VF items online, so a little bit scary for this team to deal with here. A little bit lacking on items. Poor WeNeedVisa here. Gonna actually try to leave with the VLS, try to get to a safer zone. Let's see if they opt to go to alley here. As Dylan, does he see the angle on the Eclipse? Is he gonna get it here? The taunt combo is gonna come out. Game World not even gonna be activated yet as Eclipse gets bursted. Reign of the Vampire Queen coming out. There's the Game World. Gonna be able to help take out Delinko here, and that's gonna be 2 members of Bianca Fans already taken down. 1 on the run here. Day 5 means they're gonna have to find Lumi for the revive.
Dirty angle from Trigger too. Dylan staying over the corner lets him get the taunt initially for his team to follow up, because that taunt is very short range. But yeah, finding that, yeah, look at the positioning that they do up on the top side of Temple here. Well, it'll flick to them. Yeah, Dylan's behind that corner, so he's able to find the taunt immediately, and his team follows up promptly. Eclipse just gets absolutely evaporated.
Very well done indeed, as Sang Sing Woo does find, is this only 2 members? Yeah, 1 member of WeNeedVisa already eliminated here, and a huge emergency surge on top of the Babylon's Cube is going to take out Slow Shutter here, and a Sky Full of Stars will follow suit here. Bianca Fans also did just fall during all of that, so 4 teams remaining yet again here before our finals is to come out.
The corpses are all on top. I can only imagine what had happened. I wonder. I think J-Tang might have found a 3-man scooperoonie inside the game world, but
oh no,
DLS just barely in time to get JohannOpus out of this situation. But they're not going far. They're just looping around to get themselves into a bit of a more open position. But oh, J-Tang quick to punish. Chunks them hard. EMP Barrage. They gotta walk through all of this to get out, but they do manage to do that. They find 3-man Springtrap in a response. Oh my goodness! Racefeld now on the backside. Flash Cut connects onto J-Tang. J-Tang with a great game world to wrap it around, but Racefeld does not care for your silly little games, J-Tang, as he takes you down very quickly. Actor also falls. Dylan on the run, trying to use the mobile VLS to get out. Meanwhile, over in alley, Nameless getting caught out. Sang Sing Woo already on the ground. Morale trying to run away with the Rampage, the Blank, everything going to be invested to try and get out, but it's not going to be enough.
As Dylan also gets eliminated here, possibly, unless he can escape. Yeah, Alex, very good at getting out here. Gonna be able to wrap around here. Possibly Rez, actor that is paid, as Kira's trying to get over to Lumi, but not quite in time. So they're gonna be all alone here as well. What a crazy turnaround from Nessius with the 3-man Springtrap here. As Rimmerith finds Kira's gonna auto him a little bit here, able to pick up that kill. I was gonna say, during all the mess in alley, it was just the Zemi and Nanai practically throughout that entire fight. To start that off here, as we do see Trigger possibly able to pick up Lumi here, but unfortunately Rimmerith is going to scout it out with the W here. He's going to see what's going on to Zemi. Gonna be able to get the taunt, possibly not quite going to land with the Quake Slow. We'll keep them at bay. Not a cash 3 VF items online. Gonna chase on them. A nice route is going to land here. And you should be able to stick on top of actor that is paid with this here. Yeah, gonna be able to pick up that kill. Freedom gonna go out. The Fear just gonna land in time, and they're gonna stand on top of that White Lily. But Dylan almost making it out, but without timer, he should fall soon. But first, he will just fall to the team. So with that, we will have JohannOpus and DinoDance in the final zone here. What? Oh my god, 9 cash items are absolutely crazy as you take a look at this replay. This one was crazy.
Yeah, this was absolutely crazy. What a huge Springtrap to try and turn this around, and it just works out so well. And J-Tang's reaction, he puts the game world behind him, but it just doesn't matter. Racefeld is just running through this team. Like, he's just going crazy. But, yeah, we'll have to see. And, you can see why Racefeld is going so crazy. Oh my goodness, he also is like 9 and doesn't take anything less than a Force Core.
Yeah, he is absolutely stacked here. Both sides having quite a bit of VF items on each side. Rimmerith now having the Blood Ripper online is going to be very nice against Mage Power here with that extra armor pen. So we'll see what happens here as they decide to push on forward. We'll see if they scout out DinoDance before anything does happen. Mage Power walking up kind of cautiously, not quite sure where they're going to be at this time. Oh, they kind of scouted them there for a second, and now they're going to see them. Rimmerith gonna try to get some poke damage to start this out. No Springtrap online, so Rimmerith can walk up here to get some damage if he'd like, but instead we're gonna use End of Blitz to start this off here. Restfeld gonna get not a lot of damage actually onto Nazimi here. 9 cash in the middle of all of them here as Restfeld trying to get the damage down. Hello Stack stat is gonna be used to give a shield, but with that, the fight is just gonna break out and stop for now. As 9 cash gonna get form yet again, but he's just gonna rest for now as we're gonna get the reset before this fight actually happens yet again. Double G's gonna be eliminated here. And are we gonna take the fight in the alleyway again, guys? Really?
Yeah, I mean, they're just waiting for 9 to get freedom back at this point. Another 5 seconds for that cooldown, so they feel comfortable walking up now that they've gotten a little bit of time to get that cooldown back. But, yeah, we'll see how JohannOpus tries to approach this again. I guess they're not going to approach this again for the time being. Safety drone maybe not going the direction they wanted it to, but we don't need to talk about that. Now, walking in, JohannOpus, they have a lot of corners to worry about, a lot of vision to check, EMPs going down, trying to see what they can find. Bomb drones getting sent out. They realize these guys are pretty much melee, so they can't clear them that easily. Now, with the Chronosphere moving more in towards JohannOpus' favor, they're going to try and find a fight in this corridor. Finds taunt, big ghastly grip coming out from 9, trying to work his way to the backside on Nesius, but Rimrinth, how did he get over here? Oh, big spring trap though, connects onto both 9 and Rim, and now Bracefeld still alive, still just running through this fight. 9 trying to access form, he's gonna need it to try and get out here. The timers though, they're ticking. Oh my goodness, the safety drones are starting to play a part in this. 5 seconds only on mage power. 9 Nazimi, they have a little bit of time to rest if they want to. It looks like they're gonna try and walk forward, try to utilize 9's form as best they can. Only 6 seconds left on him. Protocol violation drops. Health bars get accentuated onto the side of JohannOpus, and now it looks like they're just gonna win out at this point. Clear cuts coming down onto 9, and yeah, this Hisui is just the superior blood user compared to Leanne.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff that happened. I saw Robert, like, he was walking forward because he wants to get exclusive by Nazimi to try to get out of that fight, because I think Crestfeld had gotten on top of them, but then he's just taking damage all the same throughout the entire fight. I think, did Nazimi have a heal cut up there at the end? That's the other thing I was wondering, because I know they had heal cut in Rimrinth with the Blood Ripper, but
yep.
Oh, Nine has it. Duh. He always
has red shoes. Yeah,
duh. We all know that.
As is tradition, right? Yeah.
As is tradition, but it's not enough.
Yeah, they had heal cut, but even 60% is not enough. Maybe we'll be getting an extra strong heal cut item at some point that has 80%. Wouldn't that be something? Wow.
Whoa.
I hope healing never becomes that much of a problem. But yeah, really strong fight from the side of JohannOpus. I mean, we've seen time and time again, Kreisvelg on this Hisui is just so sensational every time. Especially with this composition where he has Hell Attack stat. He has a Lenny with Healing Wind and Taproots for that matter. Taproots, we didn't even really get to touch on that. Taproots with Healing Wind is such a crazy interaction in of itself. Instead of getting 1 Healing Wind to fight, you can very easily get 2 Healing Winds to fight. But we do have the replay ready to go, so we can take a look-see at what we've got cooking up here between these two teams. And
this could be a long one.
yeah. Yeah, we'll be able to walk back on this. There was a lot that happened. They had an initial engagement that also looked JohannOpus favored, right? Even the first fight definitely looked pretty good for them. I mean, 9 goes in, lanes the ghastly grip on Bracefeld, but there's no real follow-up potential from the team. Rim's in the back doing what he can, but there just isn't really any damage happening.
Yeah, the healing from Nesius going to be very strong here. And at this point, we're getting the reset. I think you had mentioned, yeah, Nana is waiting for freedom, and at the other side, they have to wait for Hisui ult here as well from Crestfeld. So they completely back out. Yeah,
Hisui ult's a much longer cooldown than freedom because of the way the cooldowns function. I believe Hisui's ultimate doesn't actually start ticking down until after the install wears off. So that's probably why they droned the other way here to try and buy more time for Hisui ult.
Yeah, they're waiting. Yeah, there you go. You can see it now. 10 seconds left now before the re-engage happens. And this is where it gets really messy. A lot of stuff happens here in this little corridor. And it's kind of hard to see everything that's happening because of all the item effects and stuff going crazy. But we're going to see it happen here soon as 9 does get knocked back into them. But that gives them access to form. And now with this, Nazimi kind of has, like, the go-in because 9 has form, but they have to wait because it goes out again. And now with that, since they see it goes down, Mage Power actually decides to start this fight here. A taunt Handu, I believe that was Crestfeld at the beginning, was really good, but as you can see, he just heals so much here with W3, and he's able just to stay on the backline. Rimrin gets knocked back into the team again after getting to safety, and at this point, Crestfeld he's so healthy during all this, even without Nesius, that he can kind of just push him out of the zone. Nazimi actually almost falls here, and now this is like the timer war game, and at this point, Nazimi and 9 just have no time to rest. They can't get any more HP, and you know the health disadvantage is way too much at this point.
Like, they have a small window to rest, but what do you prioritize? Resting for a little bit or utilizing this meter that Nine Eye has? I mean, Nine Eye won't be able to rest, right? And at this point, it's too much. They're not able to insurmount this level of health bar differential.
Yeah, look at that. Look at you. Ursula's HP bar isn't even going down.
Yeah, it's not even moving. Like, you need Rimrinth there to take him out, really. Between both Nazimi and Nine Eye, they just don't have enough damage. Even with Nine Eye having 3 bloods, Force Core, and I think it was Racing Suit he was on, it still just isn't enough gas in the tank to make it happen.
Yeah, very unfortunate indeed. But it looks like we do have the scores available for you guys before we go into our next game. So we can take a peek at those here and see where everyone landed. The Nameless still are sitting in first very comfortably so far, with Storytellers right behind them. As you can see, DinoDance and JohannOpus are actually tied here. But DinoDance being a little bit ahead of them thanks to kills. Trigger not too far behind them as well. WeNeedVisa could also catch up here. So, I mean, third, fourth, second, even first at this point could all definitely change. With the bottom running it out being Bianca Fans and WidePeepoHappy. So we'll have to see where everyone ends out after game 4. Because, yeah, it could change completely. Nameless could go out 8th. And then, you know, Trigger could get like a pop-off game. And there you go. Everything changes.
Yeah, even for teams like Bianca Fans and WidePeepoHappy, they could still have a big game, right? 30-point games happen, and all of a sudden Bianca Fans shoots up from 7th to like 4th, maybe even 3rd if some teams go out early. So yeah, anything can change up at this point in time. But we are now going into the 4th round. Leanne now banned for the side of Nine Eye Cash and DinoDance here. So Nine Eye hovering Darko for the time being. I don't think that one's gonna stick, but I don't know. Stranger things have happened. It could stick. I mean, this is looking like this is almost looking like a Eva Dina composition down the side of DinoDance.
I was gonna say, when Nazimi wants to play Ava, Nine Eye he puts it down. He's like, all right, guy, I got this. I mean, he's played a bit of Darko in the past. Not much in competitive, but we've seen him play it in solo queue, so he's not blind to what to do with it. So he's gonna give Nazimi the reign. Oh my god, so funny. You can see like the 2nd anniversary Ava changing depending on which skin. The name is so long.
And since not a lot of people change their picks, I have a feeling I'm gonna be getting a little excited again as more loot. This is crazy. I've never seen loot buddies happen so many. Normally it happens like one game and then you don't see it for the rest of the day. This is every day, every game loot buddies. This is like, what did I do correctly in the recent times that, like, who have I done right by recently as giving me such good karma?
Right? As we have Lumi here to take a look at what is on sale. Force cores yet again for everyone.
It just does not get better. Fuichu sitting in the corner as always. Racewell beating him up because, you know, oh my goodness, leave the cat alone, man. He didn't do nothing wrong.
He's just chilling. As looking across the board here, everyone kind of sticking with the same Nameless, changing it up here a little bit yet again.
Wait, I'm looking at who hasn't connected. It's one of our spectators.
We'll get there momentarily, no big deal. Hi!
Lumi's waving at the spectator saying, hey, I can see you. I know you didn't connect.
Yes, we will get in there momentarily here, but looking across the board, WidePeepoHappy changing it a bit here too as well. We'll see how this fares for the team. I'm actually kind of excited to see Nazimi Ava. Like, you always see him on supports for DinoDance. It's actually kind of fun. But first, Loot Buddies.
Yeah, enough of that, Lucy. We got Loot Buddies on the go. Again, this distribution, again, a Sky Full of Stars, only opting for the double box. Mage Power is going to be able to get to this 3rd box before Sky Full of Stars has access to it. Sky Full of Stars gonna go over the wall, actually. Does not need that other box. Both players finding exactly what they need out of this distribution.
Wow, that was less exciting than last time, huh?
Yeah, it really was. Watching Yamla go, like, back, looping back, going to Hyperloop, being in Temple, like, a minute late, down 3 items, and then going back to school to get everything he needed. It was a bit of an adventure for Yamla last game, to say the least.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing a little bit better for himself this time around. More items coming on the Cowboy Boots online sooner this time around, so he should be good this time, but he has Crestfell right next to him. He's going to have to be a little bit careful here. And now with that, they have Nesius as well, so Yamla is just going to dip on out of there for now. Nine Eye Cash getting found out here by WeNeedVisa. He's on the run here, but White Lily is actually going to be taken by Slow Shutter. Banana Cash is able to dash over the wall. He has the speed gate, and he's on out of there.
But fortunately, Dark Dagon might not be all out of there, but does find his one under rim. If you can count on Dark Dagon for anything, it's getting his one. Beskui on the run on Lenny on the top side. Spell getting low. Are they able to take him down? Oh, the parry blocks the clear cut and he stays alive in this battle of swords. But now Jast flying in, recognizing the third party potential, trying to make something happen. Gets chunked down to half. Big twins rush from Yumla on the backside means that Storytellers are going to be able to clean up at least 2 kills out of this. Still pushing forward to try and find more, but everybody else scattering away. Fuichu on the chase, looking for Slow Shutter. The rest of Storytellers on a flank. Slow Shutter, now cornered, is going to get taken down as well.
Yeah, looks like Storyteller's got to pick up a couple kills here in Temple with about 20 seconds left until the Bears do spawn, so they can take over the zone if they feel, or they might actually do some split pushing here yet again. This team does this quite often. Oh, these wolves are still up, so Fuichu getting a little bit there and looking across the map. Of course, we have Bianca Fans already setting up down in Beach. Clisp actually going to be a little bit late to that here. Fuichu's going to find him. Going to get a little bit of damage out. The charm will not actually land, but the root will go through. Fuichu trying to fight out here, but going to miss the bouncy ball. Oh, the knockup not quite going to land, but the rest of the Storytellers will be here. And with that, there will be a Clisp going down. So being a little bit late to join Bianca Fans out down in Beach.
Yeah, and over in Dock, nice little peaceful farming from WeNeedVisa. Everything's relatively calm for... What the heck's going on over here? J-Tang's losing a 1v1 to a Raven. Anyways, we can't keep catching J-Tang on these moments, man. It's always him that has something happen to him that's very, like, bizarre. I don't know how else to explain it. But yeah, everybody split up across the map here. Most teams opting to group early on, but Sky Full of Stars getting caught out trying to split farm by the Storytellers.
Needlelight getting found out here as well. Rimrin able to escape. Gonna kind of stand around here, see if he can help out on this. Oh, that was a weird interaction with the Bat Kills in. Coming in. Oh, there is Ava damage coming through from Nazimi. Gonna be able to take down Needlelight here. As Nana Cash on the chase. Oh, could actually loop back around here. Oh, Amp Drone gonna be used, but not being able to escape. Another 2 kills going over to DinoDance here. And yeah, they're going to be able to make their way into whatever zone they feel. They have about 30 seconds left to actually choose which zone they'd like to go to here for the objective.
Yeah, and with objective spawning in just 30 seconds, teams are starting to rotate over towards them. You can see the Storytellers looking to group up in Temple. Jast trying to group back up after his split farm adventures. Meanwhile, over in Forest, this is going to be the hot spot. JohannOpus posturing right now for this tree. Bianca Fans in the area, but look at the top side. DinoDance is coming in, and they've got an Eva, so they have a couple advantages here due to Eva. They have the ranged looting, so they can loot this forest tree from a bit of a weird angle with Eva. But for now, they're going to back out as they see Bianca Fans looping around on the Eclipse. On the bottom side, though, Bianca Fans, their positioning is completely broken, and Nina Cash recognizes this immediately and is quick to punish.
Oh, there's a lot of people here. This is getting a little bit awkward. As, yeah, everyone's going to dip out for now. They see the trees taken. No point fighting this out anymore. Fuichu getting chased here by Zin is actually on the Amp Drone this time around. He's not on a tankier Ekion. He's able to kind of move around here a little bit more. A lot of burst damage coming out here since he's on the Sidewinder. He's going to have to fight off against Yumla here. Zin, unfortunately, or not Zin, sorry, Dark Dagon actually doesn't hit the backstep here. So he's not able to catch up as fast here. Twins are going to be able to scoop Dark Dagon up here. Going to flash over. Unfortunately, the ulti from Dark Dagon's not quite going to land. Now Yumla is going to be on the run, able to just barely take out Zin here. Knockup is going to land. Yumla kind of playing with his food a little bit here. See if he wants to keep fighting this out. No ulti left on a Dark Dagon, and now Fuichu here is able to join up on this. Dissipation will land for that root, but Fuichu able to hit the root. Should be lights out for Dark Dagon here. At this point, it's so hard to escape from these two, and he will go down.
Needlelight now on the run. They're starting to set their sights on their next chase, but I don't think they're going to be able to catch up to Needlelight at that point. Meanwhile, posturing Trigger, looking at DinoDance, but nothing coming of this just yet over here. Collins going off from Dylan on the backside. I believe that was Dice picked up on the side of him. Yes, there it is. And the cowboy hat in tow as well. Looking like they're in a good spot, but now a fight over in Hotel WeNeedVisa. Looking to focus down Mage Power. And yeah, they're going to get their one. The rest of... They're going to get their one, right? Surely, yeah, the ground swamp connects. Nessie is looking to save Private Ryan here on this White Lily. Oh my god, they're not going to get their one as JohannOpus makes it out, fully grouped up together once more.
Crazy to think Mage Power is actually an Alex player, but look at him moving around on this Estelle this time around as we look over to Alpha here. Morale not going to quite land the grab here, and the fight is going to start. Sigsigbu trying to not get frozen here. Going to be able to dash around a little bit. Blinking out of the Dance Macabre, very good, but the Twins Rush will land onto him now, and with that, Fuchu's able to follow up here. Morale trying to get a kill of his own. Kira's on the run from Yamla here as well. The rest of Nameless are going to have to try to escape here. Oh my gosh, do we have the E available to be able to get them away from you, Morale? Because I believe Kira has fallen. Nameless might actually fall here after such a great couple games in the beginning. Knockup will land. Morale trying his best, but he will go down. Nameless could be the first team eliminated here.
Yeah, no way from Rao to get out. A Lennox against such mobile characters is definitely going to go down eventually. Slow Shutter also going down, and Beach means that the rest of WeNeedVisa on the run. The Beach, all the bears available for JohannOpus to reap the rewards of, and a mutant pack as well, since it's night 2 now. So yeah, nice pseudo objective for them to win over.
As yeah, we have DinoDance as well, just taking over Warehouse. It looked like here they did get the Rift, it looked like. But Needlelight, oh my god, actually dashing in with the clean sweep right into the hands of Nazimi here. Blinking forward will be able to take out this kill here. Rimranth already having to use the Wolf Assault means it's going to go on cooldown here soon. As we have a third party coming in. Nazimi gonna try to get some damage down. Damage Shard is down now for Eclipse. The Strider is gonna go through. Nice bat skill from Nine to keep him away. No Wolf Assault from Rimranth means to be quite a bit of damage not online, as he's just trying to keep them away from Nazimi. Doing a pretty good job of running so far. Delinko not really close enough quite yet for the ulti to go through. A little bit of a slow coming from Nazimi. We also have the Squirrel Trap down, and with that, DinoDance is escaping from the third party very well, but just kidding. Fourth party coming on through. Slow Shutter gonna try to see if he can get anything done here, but it looks like the rest of the team are already far out of there. So, everyone escapes, nothing's gonna happen.
Yep, a whole bunch of nothing maxing going on. A lot of running around and not getting third-partied between all of these teams, but good presence of mind from all of them, and the Bears will be taken down on the Warehouse side by WeNeedVisa as well, so they got to be happy with at least some sort of reward that they're getting out of from all of this. Meanwhile, Cemetery, Bianca Fans looking to close the gap. Eclipse walking forward, trying to find an engagement, goes on to Needlight. Baskill lands against the wall, counter Baskill in tow, but now the rest of the team's here to follow up and take down Needlight, as the rest of WidePeepoHappy is too zoned out to continue this fight any further. Dark Dagon gonna get focused down as well. Zen trying to do what he can, but it's just not gonna amount to anything as two of his teammates have fallen.
Yeah, with that, we have Trigger here, finally kind of in a fight. We haven't really seen them do much here as Josh tries to engage onto Dylan here. J-Tag taking a little bit of damage here. Bucket will be able to return that very well onto Yamla here. He's got the Twins Rush out, actually. Spirit Arrow is not going to land next to Yamla, actually deflecting that here. So the rest of Storytellers will be able to get out, and the box will go over to the side of Trigger.
You know, sometimes I forget that, sometimes I forget that W could do that. It slipped my mind. I was like, whoa, what just happened? Did Elena just swat it away? I was like, wait a minute, no. Okay. It totally slipped my mind, but what isn't slipping my mind is Eclipse trying to find an angle here. The Reign of Vampire Queen coming down, and that's going to be one kill going over to the side. Oh, sorry, 2 kills now going over to the side of Bianca Fans, who are starting to rev up the engines after having those first few sour games. This composition definitely a lot more what I would think they would play. Definitely, you know, when you ever see them play in ERCS, Delinko and Bianca is a mainstay to pretty much any composition they want to have success on, and they're going to be doing just that. But look at the positioning, getting a little bit split here. Yeah, the White Lily by Eclipse going to get them regrouped back up, but almost getting caught out by WeNeedVisa there.
Yeah, Mage Power is going to scout them out even farther here as they move into Chapel even more. But looking at the items, I mean, Rustfall has almost everything online. Nessie is still yet to get an item here, unfortunately, for their team, but they're able to get a couple more call-ins if they choose here in Chapel, while Forest will be taken over here by Bianca Fans. 30 seconds left before they have to make their way on out of there. We see WeNeedVisa as well in Cemetery, possibly going to go for the Rift. We'll have to see. Not a lot of these teams really like going for it here in ERCC, because as you know, if you wipe past day 3, even in a Rift, you're kind of down and out. So it can be kind of a gamble here. as we have a team flying on and kind of in the middle of a lot of people here. We have 4 teams in the area looking a little bit scary. We do see Bianca Fans trying to scout it out a little bit here. Fuichu is going to find them as well as Omega is going to spawn. Eclipse is going to see Jast here. Gonna see if we can get any damage put down as Yamla. Gonna see Rito here as well. We kind of have the demo 1v1 gonna happen here in a second, as we're just gonna wait it out here to see if maybe we can find an angle before this starts. Omega will be started on the side of Storytellers here. Gonna try to pull it out a little bit. And look at that, we have the third party coming in. Nazimi way ahead of the team, no fear. But Omega already got taken down here by Storytellers, so possibly nothing even gonna happen from this.
Yeah, just, you know, nobody's willing to make a move. Bianca Fans saw a scouting drone come down from WidePeepoHappy, so they got very cautious about potentially being third-partied, use the scouting drone of their own. We're very cautious about trying to step up and not let themselves get pincered. But due to all of this, Storytellers is able to walk away with the Omega for free.
Yeah, they're going to be able to leave for now, as Nana Cash is going to find Bianca Fans here, going to push forward. Nazimi going to get a nice knock-up on Eclipse here. Oh, a nice stop from Nana Cash for the Reign of the Vampire Queen not to connect. And with that, Eclipse is going to go down. That was actually pretty huge, stopping Dolinko from advancing out of the team.
Yeah, and we've seen it in the past from other teams. If you want to shut down Bianca Fans, it starts with shutting down Reign of the Vampire Queen. And yeah, Nina recognizing that, doing your job. But whoa, bit of a ambitious attempt here from WidePeepoHappy, but I guess feeling under the pressure with the third party looming around them. J-Tang gonna pull himself over the wall. Trigger able to get out of what could have been a dire situation on them getting third partied here by Storytellers, but they do manage to survive for the time being. Bianca Fans, these guys are the kings of VLS, man. What's going on? They're just dropping in on everybody. Now landing in front of Trigger, who may, yeah, they're gonna scout out Dolinko with the Rain of Arrows. A weapon skill that does give you vision. So yeah, Trigger is aware that is Bianca Fans underneath them. They just got to decide if they want to try and fight. Looks like Pawn's reopening. Trigger's going to prioritize the top side where they can get the meteorite, whereas Bianca Fans opting for the bottom side where they can see that Lumi's coming this way, so maybe someone will try to revive a teammate. They do have, oh yeah, so it's not going to be Lumi that's going to be used. They're opt towards reviving over in Hospital on the side of WidePeepoHappy, but they do get the CCTVs, Bianca Fans, from entering this way, so they'll be able to have control over the vision in the area and try to see where they play from there. But for now, looks like Trigger and Storytellers posturing once more, but nothing really coming out of anything. Everyone just trying to look for angles on each other for the time being instead of looking for a straight-up fight.
Eclipse is actually going to start this fight here, but the E is going to be used by Needlelight to escape here. But now the fight is going to start. Dark Dagon trying to get some damage onto Eclipse here, but going to take a lot in return. They ran into the Vampire Queen, kind of going a little bit wide, but the circulation is going to land here. And now Zen going to see if he can finish the job onto Dolinko, but unfortunately the Sanctuary will not allow that to happen here. And now we have the last member, WidePeepoHappy, on the run as we see Nina Cash trying to start a fight against JohannOpus here. Kind of a nice spot for Nazimi to start blasting here. Oh my god, and there we go. The intimidation tactic back into the team. A huge explosion shot as well from Rimrit here. But can they take down Thrust Spell is the question. Nina Cash barely escaping Rimrit. Oh my god, he took the White Lily. That's a little bit scary. Gonna use the Q here. Nazimi trying their best to get some damage down. Mage Power almost getting the res in time, but trying to get Rimrit on out of there. Nina Cash gonna get the body, so a little bit of healing. Oh my god, and there's another team in the area. Slow Shutter setting his sights onto Rimrit. He has the White Lily, so hopefully he can use that to get on out of here, but the team needs to regroup.
Yeah, now the positioning absolutely broken up. Nazimi looking for big damage, is finding it. The healing wind is there to mitigate all of it. Nine trying to do what he can on the front side, but Rim is going all the way to the factory Hyperloop to try and get regrouped. This White Lily is down. Your teammate had just used it earlier, but they're not able to continue the chase any further. WeNeedVisa prioritizing the red box, looking to get the item out of there. Looks like it was an arm slot. Should be a Blood Ripper going right on over to this Hisui, which, yeah, could be a huge pickup for them. Meanwhile, over at Wickline, Charm connects on the Mage Power, but whoa, what the heck just happened? Landing the last hit on the Wickline, and now the third party coming in from Bianca Fans. Jast is out, does manage to take the jump pad to get out. So for now, Storytellers is all alive, but it's not going to be for long as Fuichu does get taken out by Bianca Fans. Now, on the other side of Chapel here, the action does not stop as DinoDance still posturing against WeNeedVisa. And I'm curious what happened to the rest of Storytellers, because they were in a bit of a weird spot. It looks like they got the revive off on Fuichu, but oh, I don't know if he's going to stay alive for too long. It looks like they're in a very, very bizarre spot. Twins Rush used to get to the VLS. Yeah, thank you, Observer. I was very curious what happened to them because I was looking at this map. I was like, oh, man, that doesn't look good. But yeah, they have stabilized. Everyone, for that matter, has stabilized, got their own space. Outside of these two here, DinoDance looking to try and find some angle. They want someone to walk in this funnel so they can play Eva to her maximum potential, but WeNeedVisa is not taking the bait.
Yeah, looks like the damage isn't quite coming through yet, so they're just going to keep on waiting in this spot as the rest of WeNeedVisa decides to leave for now. Bianca Fans now going to take the CCTVs in the zone, but DinoDance is just kind of stuck here in this corner. WeNeedVisa does get to pond safely, so we're going to be able to chill here for now. Well, everyone's just kind of in their own little space here. We do see Storytellers up above, Bianca Fans here in Cemetery, possibly going to meet up here in a second. We did see the Dainsleif coming online, and there we go. We're going to try to play this corner angle. Eclipse gonna knock up Jast here. We have the Raid of the Vampire Queen coming through. Dance Macabre not quite used, I believe, so we still have that available. Yamla's gonna keep chasing forward. The Twins Rush gonna come out here, and now the fight is gonna continue as you do see Yamla getting incredibly chunked. Dance Macabre not actually quite gonna land on anyone here. Fuichu not able to join the fight as Yamla is already eliminated here, and now the rest of Bianca Fans possibly chasing, but Rito employee deciding to back up for now, leaving Fuichu and Jast on the run.
Yeah, fortunately, these two characters are quite adept at running, but how do they find their way to Lumi? How do they get this revive off Lumi all the way up in Fire Station, a long ways away from where the Storytellers are, and a lot of teams in the way of them to attain that, one of them being what we're looking at right now, JohannOpus, right in front of Lumi. Looks like they're going to buy something off of it real quick and send Lumi on her merry way. Down into red it goes over in school. Posturing on the bottom side of the map. This has been a hot spot for quite a while now. WeNeedVisa trying to start a fight against Bianca Fans. They find their way onto Delinko. Drops the Rain of Vampire Queen defensively, but the third party is here from DinoDance. Nazimi lasering down Delinko now, looking to push forward to try and find more, but the remainder of Storytellers is here. It's Jazz scouting out the area, trying to see what's going on. Yeah, Bianca Fans, the remainders of them jump over the jump pad, over in the pond, so they're safe for the time being. And yeah, with the threat of the third party looming over everybody, they all decide to disengage for the time being.
Oh, looking a little bit scary here for Bianca Fans. Yeah, we do see Trigger up in the area. Very quiet game for them. I mean, they have 3 VF items online, but not a lot of fighting coming out for them. They're just playing it pretty safe as we have the Eye Shield and Chaser online for J-Tang here. Fail not online for Dylan, so looking pretty scary. I'd love to take a look at the other zones here. Fuichu gonna see if they can get the res here. Only 10 seconds, but we are gonna see if this is happening. But Jazz is trying to distract them, it looks like, on the northern side. Rimrith is gonna scout them out here, and now with that, they are able to get Yamla back, just resting a little bit. Very well played on the side of Storytellers, able to get the revive off, and now we're just gonna have to wait in our corners to see what happens. Yeah, this is looking a little scary. Nazimi and Rimrith are kind of stuck here, while WeNeedVisa is just kind of poking at them in the corner.
Yeah, Nine is trying to buy space and make something happen. We can see on the top side, the Sky Full of Stars looking for an angle to the back line, tries to take it over the wall, goes both Nazimi and Rimrith immediately, but Sky Full of Tears is there to follow up, but perhaps going a little too deep away from his team, but the healing window is there to keep him alive. But here comes the third party, Storytellers, found their own kill. And now down to a 2v2 between Rim. Oh, the expulsion shot goes a little bit wide on Slow Shutter, but Nazimi is there to keep them alive in the game for now.
Oh,
the revive coming out. Yeah, the safety drone during the revive to try and keep him alive, try and keep everyone alive. For that matter, Nazimi has to get inside the zone, but waiting over there. Oh, Nazimi's got to go in. He has no time left to wait. Now the safety drone is able to walk out for her a little bit, but not long. This is too tough of a corridor to try and push through. DinoDance getting dropped down to just Nine, who's going to get found out by Storytellers. Jumps over the wall, but the cutoff is there from Yamla. They're going to burn what they need to burn to make sure this kill happens with Nine trying to fan the flames of war and bring the action over to JohannOpus, but they're not interested. They're just going to keep moving away.
What a crazy turn of events in the corner of Cemetery here. Totally flipping it around. Yeah, look at the battlefield in Factory, more like it. As everything turns around, Storytellers is back in the game. DinoDance looking incredibly strong, actually gets eliminated. And now with that, we have 3 teams left in Cemetery. Trigger left all by themselves up in Stream, it looks like. So we'll see if anyone decides to go that way. Possibly Storytellers, you can kind of see them posturing on the northern side of Cemetery, but not quite sure what their their gadget energy is looking like here. A lot of VF items online for a lot of the teams, except for poor Bianca fans. They are looking pretty poor in the end game here.
Yeah, but fortunately for them, they've managed to find their way to 12 points already. So even if they're looking a little on the poor side, they still have a good amount of points in their favor. Ah, yes, a classic game. The safety drone game. I love the safety drone game where everybody just runs around in safety drones. It's great. The read-on play gets spring trapped in, and that's going to be Bianca fans leaving the square for the time being. But they did manage to be the first to sit in the square, which means they'll be the last to use safety drones, which does give them potentially third-party rights here as Storytellers make their way into the zone. The fight already starting to begin just a little bit. Bianca fans going to come back in, looking for a third party. They're going to push the likes of Storytellers into JohannOpus, and now with Bianca fans turning their attention over to Nessius, they are going to try and take him out here. Nessius barely managing to stay alive. Oh my goodness, and he does. And now,
But you have no timer.
The timers are just ticking down. Delinko goes down next. The kills going over to JohannOpus means that they get some extra timer to play with. Springtrap coming out. 2-man connects. But look at the backside. Jast out of timer. Goes pop. And now with just Yamla at 2 seconds timer, JohannOpus comes out on top.
Yeah, I was going to say, Frostfog is going to go crazy here. We always talk about Sua liking the chaos, but who likes it even more? Probably Hisui.
Yes.
A lot of value getting their health attack stat on top of him. He was just surviving. He may not have done much, but he survived, and that's what's most important for them. And now they're going to have to fight off against Trigger here, who already has zone prio, which is not what you quite like to see against this team, because Cicella's will be able to poke you quite a bit and be able to open up and engage for the team. So we'll have to see which way JohannOpus decides to make their way in. It looks like they're trying to get the rest of the credits off the bodies here, but 14 seconds, they have quite a long way to go into the zone.
Yeah, I'm surprised they decided to wrap around. I guess afraid of the potential of losing the game immediately on a jump pad. It's a realistic fear, I think. So they opt to walk all the way around. They have lots of time to make their way into this chronosphere. A good amount of space as well. But we'll see how they approach the likes of Trigger, because unlike the other teams they fought, this team is fantastic in a more conventional style. And you can see it already as Mage Power has taken a ton of damage from these range carries. And, you know, they don't have to focus anyone in particular if they're maintaining neutral. If Racefeld doesn't find a ticket in, it's not going to go well for them. Racefeld now has access to the Nichiren cut, trying to get closer towards Dylan, but Dylan kiting it out well with the Soul Stealer, running back, just holding the back foot. Spirit Arrow goes wide, but look at Mage Power. He took a beating during all of this. J-Tang pushing forward, not giving them a quarter to rest. And now with that, they're going to try and make sure, yeah, Mage Power does get poked. And with this, they're going to push the fight even further. If they can take out Racefeld, and the fight will go their favor. The Wheeling Wind comes down as Mage Power goes down to the ground right after. Nessie is trying to keep Racefeld healthy, but their timers are low, their health bars are low, and their player counts are low as they're only down to 2 members. Only 8 seconds left. Timer left. 7, 6, 5. Racefeld manages to make it in, but with such little timer, we have such little space to play around with, and it's going to be like shooting fish in a barrel for Trigger as they just start throwing skill shots into this square, start using, wow, great electric shift from Dylan to dodge out on that spring trap. They're not giving them any sort of opportunity, and just like that, Trigger wins the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that was definitely a very old-fashioned Trigger win there. As getting prio over the zone, and yeah, the damage from Dylan coming out pretty quick there. I feel like I almost like blinked, and all of a sudden Mage Power was almost like dead. I was like, oh my god, he is going down and doing just such a great job at kiting out Crestfeld. Dylan never got caught, so they win it out only with 4 kills, but I mean, they got 14 points for that thanks to the placement that they got. So still very well played on the side of Trigger.
Yeah, I mean, Slow and Steady certainly won the race this game, right? They got their own zone. Like, they were going into their temp zone with, what was it, like 1 kill?
Yeah.
They had 1 kill and 5 points. The rest of the points are in placement coming into that. So a modest 4-kill game for Trigger. Not exactly a pop-off performance, but they don't need a pop-off performance right now. They just need to steadily gain points, top 4 today, and save the pop-offs for next weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely Trigger is definitely like the team that you just see them always steadily like winning. They might not always win with a lot of kills, but they're almost always in final zone situations and are absolutely stacked. So as long as they can play their final zone really well, they almost always get consistent points off of that. So still very well played by them, and we actually could take a look at that on the replay here when we get into that in a second. Here we go. And yeah, we're going to move right in on that. And just keep an eye on Mage Power and Restfeld, because they take a lot of damage here from Dylan throughout the entirety of the first part of the fight.
yeah, you just watch Mage Power. He's trying to find an engagement. He's trying to find an angle, but Trigger is just keeping them at a stone's throw's distance. They're not giving an opportunity for Hracewell to get stacked, and they're just wailing on Mage Power. Healing, everything's used, all the tax heals are used just to keep Mage Power alive, which gives Hracewell a lot less safety coming into this fight. You can see him getting chunked very hard. There's no healing win, there's no protocol violation, there's no hell attack stat. All of it has been used to try and keep Mage Power alive. And yeah, with that, they establish this health bar advantage, and they just push the advantage to the maximum, trying to find any sort of kill, and they do just that, taking out Mage Power and setting it down to a 2v3.
Yeah, J-Tang actually just, like, he threw, like, what, 2 Cicella Qs, and Mage Power is, like, half HP. It was actually crazy. Yeah. I mean, that's the wonderful thing about having Cicella. Once you have this zone advantage, J-Tang gets so much free damage just from throwing Q constantly. And he has Eye Shield online, he has Chaser. I mean, the damage is absolutely crazy. And Dylan just never gets touched throughout the entirety of the fight. I think he's just been whole HP the entire time, dodging out on everything. And very well played by Actor, too, with that Soul Stealer. Hits it on Dylan, and he's able to escape the first part of the fight thanks to it.
Yeah, had he not got that Soul Stealer at the end there, he definitely would have just got ran down and dropped. It would have been a way, way different fight. But yeah, well done by Trigger. Just textbook Trigger gameplay right there, playing that strong neutral with their long-range characters. And Actor, you know, he's holding it down. He's keeping them safe. He's not letting them have any sort of opportunity. And J-Tang and Dylan, let's be honest, they make it easy for Actor. J-Tang is back in Narnia throwing Wilson at you from forever away, and Dylan is just so hard to land a skill shot on.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, but the scores are ready to go, so we'll see how their measly kills score racked up to get Trigger into some higher place. And look at that, they're in 4th. But Storytellers are now the team that has taken 1st place with 58.5 points. JohannOpus now in 2nd with 58 points. And the Nameless, who was previously leading the charge, is now in 3rd. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trigger now in 4th with 51.5 points, but DinoDance is hot on their tail with 49.5 points in 5th place. From there, that's where there's a bit of a point drop off, as WeNeedVisa's in 6th with 31.5 points. Bianca Fans in 7th with 23.5 points, and bringing up the rear is WidePeepoHappy with 12.5 points. But everybody, that was game 4. So we're going on yet another 5-minute break. I hope Bingo was somebody's world on the tweets. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
Schools are where justice is needed most. Ready to go. I'm the hero of justice at your service. I'll find my way forward with strength and determination. I won't miss. In the name of justice. This is my justice. It's nice if you get along with everyone. May tomorrow shine brighter and more peaceful than today. I'll stand strong with courage. Evil won't break me. Nice work. Let's keep going.
Secure vulnerability located. Engaging detection mode. Warning. Restricted area.
After that day, I am now reborn. Revel in fear, insects! Enough of these Nova.
Weapon system upgrade.
Alright, let's do this! Come on, entertain me! Stand still! You dare challenge me? Theater into shape! Not even death can outrun me! My engine is already burning hot! I'll chase you to the ends of hell!
It's going to get pretty hot. You'd better stay away from me. You asked for it.
Now it's my turn. I will not disgrace this place. I'm not picky about food.
You better stop doing anything suspicious. It was a fun festival.
The red string of fate isn't so easily cut. Come to our eternal festival, just you and me. I hope you can feel what I feel too. This moment, I'll never forget it.
Making money while doing what you love. Ain't that the best job ever? Let's not mix business with emotions, all right? I could smash things with this. Ever thought about working with me? Hole in one. You want to run later or walk now? Do you like it? Where do you think you're going? Water always does the trick. Feels good.
Class is over. Wanna hang out?
I'll go too. Get up. It's over.
Oh. When did I fall asleep? Marlene! Wanna take a selfie?
Sure.
Ta-da! Hey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you had a nice break. I know we did. The tweets been flowing in. I heard that bingo was everybody's world.
Yeah, it was even Eternal Return's world. I can't believe Eternal Return won 300 of enemies.
Oh my god! See, look, even they win.
I know, right? Like, anybody can win. It just goes to show you, anybody can win 300 event NP if they tweet out hashtag ERCC 2025.
Oh, here we go. The change-ups are coming through. I see Tomshu coming in for JohannOpus. I see Galazor coming in. I see Neospitter.
No.
Oh yeah, all hands are on deck.
The Nameless is entering their final form as Neospitter is finally home from work and ready to play. Yeah, the Nameless, and this is good for the Nameless, right? They managed to rack up a lot of points on their off comps. Now they're going to be playing their main comp while everyone else is going to be restricted on their picks. So they're going to be in quite a good spot. And yeah, Galazor is in as well. They're getting a little bit goofy with the... Wait, that's not Ampionwu, that's Glufionwu from 9-9. What?
What? It's just not the same. He's probably gonna play both. We got Glove this game, maybe we got Tonfa next game. You gotta mix it up a little, but like this isn't the 9-9 you know?
Yeah, I know that I know.
Yeah.
But we will be getting into this game momentarily. It seems like Abigail has been a pretty popular pick today. We got 3 of them this game now. 4, sorry, not 3. They have 4 Abigails. Who would have thought? The year is 2025. Abigail is played on every ERCS team, and Lumi only gives out force cores. What do you got, Lumi? Wait, was my prediction correct? What is that? Oh, it's so close.
Man, but it's okay. Looking at everything that's going on, JohannOpus, it's so funny. Like, this is not the team comp I'd ever think I'd seen landed on. But now they have Tomshu coming in. They have access to Adina. So now they're on something a little bit different here. But with that, poor Tomshu has quite a lobby to fight through. Like, if I'm Tomshu and I'm seeing this, I'm like, oh, I have 4 Abigails. I see 2 amp drone Istvans. Like, what am I gonna do here? Like, it's gonna be a rough road for him.
Not only is it 4 Abigails, but 2 of them have access to Nimrod's Gate on top of it. So that's where it becomes really scary, because Nimrod's Gate is where your Blink's going to be invested, and now you have to deal with Abigail Blink. Oh man, it's not great. Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy if I was Tom Shu either, but we're now finally getting into the next game. I forgot to check. Oh man, is there loot buddies? I don't think there is. It looks pretty spread out across the map. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be a lo-fi chill stream today.
Yeah, chilling the lo-fi music as we're, just chilling, watching everyone get their items online. 2 Abigails, 2 Istvans in stream to start out here. Oh, a little bit of a dash coming in to get closer to the CCTV. Yeah, it's a chill time, as we will have to wait for anything to happen. You know what else didn't happen? We didn't see, like, the school massacre that we see every time either.
Yeah, we haven't. Well, we may stand corrected as like half the lobby just hyperlooped into the school. Oh my goodness! And that's another thing, is the Nameless and school in this composition. All of them are grouped up early game. Sang Woo already landing a root with that Semtex, following up with the Rebel Assault. But Akka has paid. Is like, hey, you want the smoke, little boy? Come over here. But Neospitter is here to back up Sang Woo, and yeah, with that Akka has paid, will get up on out of there.
Oh, and here Dark Dagon is going to find Nessius. Gonna try to see if he can pick up an early kill on him. Nessius not having the ulti available quite yet, missing out on quite a bit of items. Dark Dagon going to be able to use that ulti here to be able to get that kill, as, yep, the school fun has still begun here, as there's fights all over the place. Grimrinth's already down on the ground. Galazor trying his best to fight off against the team here, dodging out in the Babylon's cube, but actually dashing right back into it means he is going to fall. Dylan now on the run. Full wave collapse going to come out here. A huge surf's up though from Neospitter to keep Sang Woo safe, but unfortunately Yama is right behind him here, and now Ayu is also in the fray. Babylon's cube going to go down here. J-Tang also throwing down cubes. There's so much stuff going on. His actor is going to fall here to Yamla. Now J-Tang going to get slowed by the cube, but with the speed gate, maybe he's on out of there.
Yeah, should be another Nimrod's Gate coming up soon from J-Tang. Actually looking to turn it with the, I thought he would Nimrod's Gate out of there, but Traeger will be punished and put on a break for J-Tang's sins. Kiraz put on the ground down in Beach. Yeah, action kind of going on all over the place. A lot of people have been taken out. A lot of early game kills getting swapped around. Storytellers, though, at 3.5 points out the gate, looking very strong, taking over and winning out on all that school action.
Yeah, 3.5 points already is pretty crazy here in the early parts of the game, as he's Sang Woo's gonna find Eclipse here. Gonna get beat up by the Wolves a little bit. Buck gonna try to use that E with the movement speed. Hell attack stack coming down too. E shift forward as Eclipse, but fortunately barely makes it out of there. Just one more auto is gonna do the trick, but fortunately he does get out. And with that, that means no kills on the side of the Nameless. Delinko trying to keep them away, gonna blink away from the Subtext here. Q not quite gonna land, so that means it's gonna be a little bit of a longer cooldown as we have the Duck Dive gonna land. Surfs up. And yeah, with that, Delinko will go down here as Kiraz is going to continue the chase, as the E is going to be used by Eclipse, but unfortunately not enough movement speed. Good to be able to get him on out of there. That's going to be a couple kills going over the Nameless. The Sky Full of Stars on the run, barely making it to the speed gate, means I think he's on out of there.
Also just dawned on me that Eclipse is playing Catcha. I'm not something that you would normally see on him, but wow, good escape from a Sky Full of Stars, managing to escape after that is Paid's clutches, but DinoDance is now here. While still not available for 9, but the Spring Trap will be used to cancel out the Hyperloop, and yeah, nice easy kill picked up for DinoDance up on the Temple side, but Storytellers are walking in the Temple as well. They have been contesting Temple Tree every single game. This has been their domain. This has been what they gravitate towards. But DinoDance looking to push forward a lot of damage. Oh my! Grimrinth just got dropped immediately. 9-9 now all on his lonesome. You forced to blink out to try and not go down to him, but looks like the rest of Storytellers will just clean this up, no problem. DinoDance put on a break, but we'll be able to respawn in time for the next rotation of objectives. Now, over in Forest, more action. Nameless looking to contest this Forest Tree, but not JohannOpus, sorry. No, it is JohannOpus, are going to be holding down the fort for the time being.
Yeah, we do see the Ghost Light getting procced onto Kiraz here. One full combo down from Tom Shu, trying to see if he can get some a little bit more damage down. But look at that, the third party coming through. Nine Cash is up here. Galzor are going to get hit by the Echoes of the Earth dancing. And now that the Dimensional Strike is going to come out, he gets his one though. And now the rest of DinoDance can come over and maybe stop the res. As we do see two people fall up here. Dark Dagon and a Sky Full of Stars already down. Yamla actually leaving from Temple. Going to see if he can get this Meteorite here. And with IU here, he should be able to pick up this kill. Does Yamla already have a Remnant online? Did they just make a Force Core instantly? As the full wave collapse comes down too.
I think he does have a Revenant.
Yeah,
he does. Oh my goodness, that is a very, very early Revenant. Neospitter getting taken down here on the bottom side of the map. DinoDance now up to 4 points as well in their own right. A lot of these front-runner teams are racking up points really quickly in this early game.
They are indeed, and with that, oh my god, another Force Core coming online for Storytellers, it looked like there. Tom Shu gonna have to regroup with the team. Sky Full of Stars gonna be able to regroup with theirs as well up in Alley. And a couple items online for a lot of the teams looking across the board here. Dark Dagon taking the dogs, but gotta be careful. Yeah, look at look at Storytellers.
God. They are kidding. Oh my goodness. And they still have more creds to spend. You, with almost enough to buy Force Core for himself as well. Wow, this team is going to be very hard to deal with. Nimrod's Gate going down. The chase is on for Dark Dagon. Don't think he's going to be able to get out of this one. No, the damage is just too online. Now the Nameless looking at third party, trying to take out you. They do manage to find their one. The rest of the Storytellers turn tail. They don't want to throw away this game that's been slated so well for them in the early game.
Yeah, it's actually crazy the amount of items they have online. And Ayu comes back, able to get a Force Core of his own here as well. Looking incredibly strong as Galazar here is going to find Delinko and Rito in play. Nine Cash could be joining the fray here as well. 5 Omen's going to go out, but unfortunately none of them landing on Galazar means no fear coming through. Hull attack stat is going to land, but no knockup thanks to the bluff from Nine Eye. And now he's just going to keep on pushing forward. Delinko will fall here. And yeah, with that, Rito employee is just going to have to escape. Eclipse is nowhere to be found, almost all the way up in Alley away from the team.
Yeah, a little bit of split farm action going on for Bianca Fans, but a little bit, you know, it's a little bit of a late split farm. Normally, split farm is a strategy used to push your early game tempo as quickly as possible, and then, you know, you group up and play from there, but they're looking to try a different twist on about to be oh my goodness, gets blown up for attempting that Reign of the Vampire Queen. Storytellers will have none of that. Getting 2 kills, quick Rapido, and then just hopping in the Rift as they had planned to initially. And I really like Storytellers going for a Rift when they have such a huge item advantage, but facing off against the Nameless, this is probably the one team of ours, the Storytellers, I wouldn't want to play against an anti-dive composition against a very dive-heavy comp. We'll see what comes out on top. If their items can play a big enough part, the engage coming out. Yamla trying to get on the backside, but the Echoes of the Earth is just breaking up the whole fight on the backside. But Ayu still untouched. Jast, are you able to stay alive long enough against Kiraz and Neospitter? Does manage to dash back, but the duck dive connecting onto Ayu. But they did manage to finish off Sang Sang Woo. So now with that, they do have the corpse angle to play around from Yamla, managing to take out Neospitter immediately as their cooldowns have come back. Kiraz is going to be the next to fall, and the item advantage is just too tall for Storytellers to falter.
Yeah, Sang Sang Woo blew up almost instantly there. Echoes of the Earth almost a little bit too late, only stopping one of them from advancing. And now the Nameless are put on a break here, it looks like, as well as Trigger finds him here in Fire Station with about 45 seconds left till our objectives come around. Have a little bit of time for them to get set up. No team fully eliminated quite yet. A little bit different. I believe they always had a team fully eliminated here at day 2. So the map is going to start getting pretty congested here as DinoDance might actually run into JohannOpus here in a second. They're just kind of waiting out.
Yeah, meanwhile, over in Factory, Nameless winning out against WeNeedVisa, finding a kill. Posturing over between Police and Fire Station. Ooh,
oh my
never
gosh.
mind. That's not what I call posturing. That's an all-in. And J-Tang gets dropped quick on the response. Storytellers are just racking up kills, balling out this game. Another Nimrod's Gate going down, chasing after his page. He recognizes, you know what? I'm not going to be able to escape this. And now, oh, that is just scummy from... No way, he gets up for this too. And no, tell me this greed gets punished. That would be insanity. Oh no, J-Tank goes down. Yamla also goes down too, though. Down to a 2-on-2 advantage. Actually, for Trigger here, a little pop, yeah, Dylan springboarding off of Yamla's corpse, manages to get on the backside. Now Actor chasing Jast. Oh my goodness, their greed has been punished fully. Actor has paid full wave collapse, manages to close the gap on the Jast, but a full wave collapse in return. means that Jast wins out in the one-on-one and keeps his team alive. But oh my goodness, the punish was absolutely massive from Trigger. Storytellers had an opportunity to just kill Actor and move on with it, but they waited to try and get him fully dead and got punished for it. Nimrod's Gate going down, but they're not going to take it. They're going to just back off. Both teams staying alive, both fully on their feet. But yeah, look at this on the replay. Just the full engaged send. J-Tang gets dropped immediately for it. But then they try to greed this Actor kill. They're like, you know what? What if we make Trigger pay a hot 200? And they wait for it to try and just fully maximize this. Good jump by Actor, gets over the wall, the knockup connecting onto Jas, and they all Nimrod's Gate right into Dylan's loving arms. And yeah, Dylan and J-Tang able to pump out a lot of damage. And even with that, still going 1 for 1. But yeah, good win out from Trigger on the response.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. But looking at the kill difference and score difference, look at Storytellers way ahead of the pack almost completely. JohannOpus doesn't even have a single point yet from this game. It's going to be a long road for them, and they needed to get these points early before Abigail scales. And it gets to the point where Adina's not able to deal with it very well here. So we'll see what happens. A couple people posturing here as a fight is going on down here. Tomshu not touched quite yet. Rito employee is going to get banged up for this. And Tomshu is going to keep on pushing ahead onto Delinko here. Fear does just barely land, so maybe able to escape. Finally, a kill on the board for JohannOpus.
But everywhere else on the map is relatively tame until these zones close, though. WeNeedVisa still in yellow here. Gonna have to push their way into Cemetery, where the big dogs are waiting on Storytellers. Looking to pick up the box. Nameless does spot out Sky Full of Stars on the top side. Does push some damage on him at this point. Dimensional Slash does get parried, though, from a Sky Full of Stars, and the return fire has been good so far. Now down to a 2-on-2, but the health advantage in the favor of Storytellers. But here comes the third party. Sang Woo dropping damage on AU. Oh, it's Sang. Uh-oh, a fourth party coming in. Whoa, who are these guys? It's Sang Woo gets dropped. Meanwhile, on the top side, Needlelight, Jast 1v1ing it out, but Jast does manage to win out for the time being. Now, yeah, going back down to here, WeNeedVisa fully back on their feet once more, but WidePeepoHappy does manage to stay grouped up and break everything up for the time being. No teams getting eliminated through all of it. Now another fight happening. J-Tang on the run here. Wait, not on the run. They're winning. I thought J-Tang would get turned on there, but there's actually an advantageous position as the rest of Trigger is still alive, whereas, oh, Nessius looking for the revive, actually. Does manage to get it off, so Tomshu's back, JohannOpus back in full form, but immediately as they get it, Jast pushes some... Wait! Oh my goodness, Jast actually is the one that dies, and Storytellers are wiped! What?
I think he saw blood in his eyes. He saw the Adina res, and he, like, knows who it is, you know? He's like, oh, that's Tomshu! And he goes for it, seeing if he can get his one and move on their way, because they do need a little bit more credits, I think, for a res action before we can even get into that. Looks like this fight is going to keep on going here. Dylan able to get some damage onto Tomshu here. The full wave collapse gets dodged out on thanks to the blink, and now Tomshu's able to get some return damage here onto Actor that is paid. J-Tang already on the ground means that Dylan is going to have to be on the run since Actor does go down, so to minus 400 on the side of Trigger here soon once they get the revive on their teammates.
But to everyone's relief, Storytellers ended up getting eliminated through all this. And yeah, just looking at this, Nessius does manage to get this revive up. And Magefire does a great job of leading the rest of Trigger away from this while this all goes on. I thought Jas would have had the damage to make this happen, but just barely not enough gas in the tank to take out Tomshu.
Yeah, it's very unlucky indeed as Storytellers does get eliminated, but it looks like we have another fight possibly breaking out. This is a fight that JohannOpus probably wants to take. You know, no Abigail, no Esteban to deal with here, so they're going to try to push into that. But with that, the rest of Bianca Fans are going to escape for now, so they're just going to take back this zone. And yeah, just farm up the rest of what's around here and just try to wait till later parts of the game to kind of scale up, as we have about a minute 10 before anything happens. DinoDance, we haven't seen them doing much in a bit, but before that, we have another fight breaking out here. The Nameless fighting off against Trigger here, pushing them into Research Center. They have to be a little bit careful, though. You see Sang Woo trying to stick close to Kira's and Neospitter. And here we go, the engage is going to start, but yet again, just Sang Woo's too far away from the Echoes of the Earth and gets eliminated instantly.
They recognize it immediately and just come in like a wrecking ball. Trigger running over the Nameless. Could this be the comp that's necessary to counteract the terror that has been Priya Leon? Only time will tell, but for now, they come out on top against them. Over in school, JohannOpus posturing for the time being against Bianca Fans, but Bianca Fans, they're not about it. They're going to loop around, try to get to hotel, perhaps. They're just sitting in the corner for the time being. In comes DinoDance, big wall stun. And now with a Springtrap follow-up as well, the CC lock has been pretty clean, but here comes the third party. Bianca Fans looking to try and make something happen, but DinoDance, great on the response on getting out and which way they should all go. Great communication from them on their side to make sure that everyone gets out alive and together.
Yeah, you see that? They didn't even destroy the ward. That was Bianca Fans' ward on top of the of the CCTV. Yeah, they just let it stay there, and then but I guess it doesn't matter. They do not get punished for it here, as Wickeline has spawned. Rimrinth is gonna try to pull it to the team. It looks like as Bianca Fans is just gonna leave for now. It looks like they don't really want to fight this unless they decide to come on back. They see that the Wickeline has been started, so Delinko does have bow skill available. See if he uses it to try to get some vision here, as Rimrinth is gonna poke on them a little bit, but yeah, it looks like they're not even gonna try this anymore. Ballistic Advantage is gonna go out to see what's happening, but they're just gonna give up the Wickeline over to DinoDance. And this is kind of what they need to be able to swing their advantage as the VF goes over to the team, as this fight has started here. Actors paid on the run, a nice dimensional strike from Dylan, able to pick up a kill, but look at that. Third party is here from WeNeedVisa, huge right of the Vampire Queen to separate the smoke, but Dylan just barely making it out, it looks like. Actors paid on out of their J-Tank, trying to escape, nice blink, doesn't get rooted, and now he's on the run. The entirety of, the entirety of this team actually escaping Trigger, able to get out of there. Oh, nice Nimrod's gate actually, but with that, the re-engage possibly happening here. Actors paid just kind of holding the front. And look at that, the entirety of Trigger actually escapes from that entire battle. I'm actually surprised Dylan getting very lucky with the jump pad there.
Yeah, you got very fortunate with the jump pad, and you know that's also the power of Nimrod's gate. That's one of those, probably the only tool in the game that can get you out of situations like that. So yeah, a little bit of fortuity for them as well to get out of that. But now, Bianca Fans poking, or trying to, but it doesn't seem like Messius is taking all too much damage. But with that adrenaline now fully stacked on Eclipse, you can see those auto attacks are coming out a lot faster.
He's on Accelerator.
Wait, is he on Accelerator? Is that what happened? It just came off cooldown? Oh my god, he is on Accelerator. Okay, I was like, oh, he's fully stacked up, but no, he's actually on Accelerator. Interesting, okay. So yeah, the Accelerator came back up. That's interesting. But for now, doesn't seem like a whole lot's going on. Fear going on to Nessius to negate any sort of engage opportunity. But the healing that Tomshu and Mage Power can provide, like, look at that. He's just full health immediately. a little starry with a little rice cake going over to him, and boom, full health, no problem. But Nessius now, once again, trying to push forward, looking for an angle. Trying to find anything, but Delinko with the Charming Nomad does manage to get out, but looking to play front to back now. Rito employee starting to take a lot of the heat, gets flipped over. In the back line, look at Tomshu finding a two-man stun on the backside. Tomshu still full health as well while doing all of this. Absolutely just doing it, making it happen. Eclipse now have forced the E-shift away as Nessius holds down the other two between Delinko and Rito employee. But look, here comes a potential third party, fourth party. Oh my goodness. Everybody is funneling in. And down goes JohannOpus almost immediately to WeNeedVisa. Wow.
Yeah, that is crazy. How's it say? Yeah, I guess maybe Eclipse was looking just for more of that like quick burst damage to come through. Maybe you hit like a hedging combo, did a couple of the autos from Kacha to be able to get one kill. They're kind of looking for these quick bursts, it looks like, instead of elongated fight. But unfortunately, the damage just doesn't come through on JohannOpus, and look at where we are now. Everyone literally topples in, and it's very unfortunate for them. So we'll have to wait for Lumi to come around, but it looks like Bianca Fans should be able to get to it here. As finally DinoDance is on the scene, having Wickeline online. We'll have to see if they can get anything done as Delinko going for the res here. Rito employee trying to keep the rest of them at bay, but they got to be careful. 5 Omens coming out instantly. Eclipse is safe for now. Reign of the Vampire Queen going to be used on who... Oh yeah, the timer, Delinko going down, and Rito employee is incredibly low as well. And yeah, very unfortunate for them as a sky full of stars is going to chase this, it looks like here. Oh, but he goes the wrong way. Very unfortunate as, oh my god, the entirety of them are actually going out of there because they see that DinoDance has entered the fray.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Bianca Fans. They actually hold a -1, and now hyperlooping into school. You got to pick somewhere, right? And unfortunately for this, it will be the end of Eclipse, as it's just a matter of time until this chase results in a kill going over to the side of Trigger. Now at 17.5 points racked up this game. Certainly a far better performance from last game, even though last game was a win out. They actually have more points this game than they do the previous. Galazor, oh my goodness, that damage on the initial engagement from him, managing to take down one member of WeNeedVisa, now Rapid Red Hood and a Sky Full Stars on the run. White Lily used, but Rapid Red Hood, yeah, you're in the corner. It's gonna be lights out real soon here. It's just not gonna be enough no matter what he does 1v3 here. But yeah, now down to just DinoDance and Trigger pretty much. WeNeedVisa, I mean, they would also need a miracle to get wait. They can only get one, right?
I think since they have it triggered, they can get two.
They can, because they have control over it. That's right. Wow. So they're back on their feet. Okay, fully back up, but they are not out of the woods yet. Yeah, they're trapped in this corner. Nimrod's gate's coming down. They're gonna loop around. Skyfall Star is holding the line, I guess. He's just hanging out, not staying grouped up entirely. But yeah, they do manage to loop around. Much better position now. We'll see how they do here. They have a lot of vision to try and check through in order to get through this temp zone.
Yeah, looking at the fight earlier, I did see 2 VF items online on Galazar, so he's going to be looking incredibly strong here in the later parts of the game, but before we can give it that trigger, is going to have to fight off against WeNeedVisa. The question is DinoDance going to let them do that for free here, as the zones are going to close here, because if any team wanted to third-party this, it would have been DinoDance, but looks like the fight is going to begin here. Dylan trying to find, the Bianca here, but the timers are getting low. They have to force something here. I mean, look at, they're already at 8 seconds here. As the Ray the Vampire Queen is going to go through, J-Tank trying to flash out of it. Are they going to get the kill in time? They do. So it's a little bit more timer here. Actors paid on top of the Bianca here, able to get a lot of damage. Actually, just going to leave him for now, but only 4 seconds left. Dylan able to clean up that kill here. And looking at the timers, they almost just win from that alone, unless they could burst down Dylan. But the Dimensional Strike in response is almost good enough here. But looking at the timer, Actors Paid does have more, so should be a trigger win out. But that was way closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah, that was looking a little dicey for a second, but we'll see how triggered. Oh my goodness, look at J-Tank's items. He's a little down bad. It looks like he's gonna try and call something in here. We'll see what he's grabbing. Since he's keeping, it's a tree, I guess he's gonna go toward Blood Cloak or maybe a hat slot. Oh, he's made the, yeah, it's the turban. It's so interesting that you make a turban out of a chain, like medieval chain hat. Is that very interesting? A development of history there. But yeah, we'll have to see how they do against Trigger, who's had an absolutely phenomenal game thus far. Or we'll have to see how Trigger does against DinoDance, who's had an absolutely phenomenal game, I should say. It's going to be hard to hit through this Lenny Hyunwoo combination, so we'll see if they can make it happen.
Yeah, Nine Cash just kind of holding the front here. He's going to keep on trying to throw those spring traps out to see if they can get anything. Nimrod's Gate to get into a better position here, or maybe not, because look at that. That's such a tiny corridor. Nine Cash has a very good angle here. Dylan already going on the engage here, but Galazar having way more items. A Dimensional Strike going to be used in response. A nice kill there, but fortunately Galazar does fall as well from Actor. But look at Nine Cash completely healthy with his Lenny, and without the ulti from Actor, that's no more burst damage available. J-Tank trying to stop the res. Rimrit's like, hey, fine, you want to come this way? That's okay. As he's going to continue the fight with Nine. He's just going to chase Actors Paid out of the zone. And he's going to try to get this kill here while Rimrinth is just dealing with J-Tang. And Rimrinth, he is like almost full items. He is 1v1ing J-Tang and does get the kill.
Oh yeah, I love it when I see a Lenny solo kill. It's just always so satisfying. But yeah, the Abigails go 1 for 1, but because Dylan was forced to use his ultimate first, Galazar gets to use his in response, and it ends up winning out heavily for the side of DinoDance.
Yeah, very well played indeed on their side. Yeah, once all the ultis are used, I mean, Hyunwoo kind of just gets to, you know, do his thing. He had a lot of fun. Yeah. Actor barely getting the kill on Galazar, almost turning it, but just not enough since we're on the Amp Joan full Arbor Pen Istvan here, but still very well played on both sides there. I thought Nanakash was going to get like some crazy stun angle to start that, but Dylan actually found the engage for his team. So very well played on both sides.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, both sides look good, but Trigger just, just not quite able to win out. Just Hyunwoo Lenny, we've seen it in the past so many times. It's just one of those things that always seems to resurface. We've seen a lot of iterations of Hyunwoo Lenny. This time we're seeing it with Abigail. We've seen it in the past with Mai. And that was a good time. I will say that at least. And if you can't get through this Hyunwoo, he's just going to win the fight through just prolonged DPS. throughout the entire fight. And you can see just that in the replay as we go back into it once again and take a look-see. And yeah, I don't know, it's like, where do you go with your trigger, right? Like, this position doesn't look great with the Chronosphere closing in, but certainly where they went isn't any better.
Yeah,
honestly.
I was surprised too. I was like, well, why are we going into the building? It's even a more narrow corridor, but maybe they wanted to catch something with like Babylon's Cube. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like, you're against Youngwoo Lenny, like, spring trap into the wall, first attack into the wall, like, wall, like, it's all about the wall, and, yeah, it's just really hard for them to push through this doorway as well.
Yeah, we saw the attack armor proc on Galazzo to get the kill there, but Nane gets the kill onto Dylan, and at this point, yeah, the health difference is just way too big. And, you know, Nane actually, he's full gold items. He has no, you know, VF items, but he doesn't really need them, as you can tell. He's just kind of doing his thing to act through. He knows he has no ulti available. While Rimrinth just gets to have fun with J-Tang. I mean, Rimrinth's never gonna die in that scenario. He has Healing Wind. He has He wasn't even on the healing arm. He was actually on Solar System as well. So he's also really tanky. So he can kind of just do whatever he wants. So yeah, very well played. And I believe we already have the scores available before we get into the final game. So let's take a look at those before we get onto there. So let's take a look. Trigger now overtaking Storytellers is going to be in first, but as you can tell, Storytellers isn't too far behind them with 74. DinoDance not far behind them as well. JohannOpus is still very close too. The Nameless now dropping down to 5th, but I mean 2nd through 5th, even 1st, could definitely be overtaken here, as WeNeedVisa could definitely still have a chance to get into 4th here. Bianca Fans and WidePeepoHappy following the rear, but this last game could definitely change out who actually makes it into the finals next weekend.
Yeah, everyone in this top 6 has a shot, especially in the top 5. They all have a very good shot. This whole top 5 could look completely different after one more game. All we would need is, you know, let's say Storytellers goes out early, JohannOpus and the Nameless pop off, and boom, just like that, Storytellers is out, and that would be how it goes, right? Anything could happen at this point. So yeah, we'll see how things pan out for this last game. It's gonna be, everything's gonna be riding on this. None of these teams have pulled far ahead enough to be entirely safe, even the first place team. Yeah,
it's gonna be an interesting last game here. They're gonna bring out all the stops here. We'll see if the legendary Amp Hyunwoo comes through. And I mean, it is funny thing is like DinoDance always does so good on the comp. Like, they either win or they get a lot of kills. So it's not even really that bad for them to do it at this point. They're just trying to aim for as many kills as they can for the points to really solidify their spot in finals. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Everyone's going to be like on the edge of their seat, and there better be loot buddies.
Yeah, they're better. Loot buddies almost, last game was the first game we didn't have loot buddies. Is that?
I know.
That's kind of crazy to think about. Normally we only get one game of loot buddies a series. We're slated to only have one game of not loot buddies this series. So yeah, that'll be pretty interesting. Right now we're just waiting on one player to connect. Okay, they're here now. Awesome. Great. Love it. So we should be getting started very shortly here. And yeah, we'll have to see. And people could still swap up their compositions. I mean, DinoDance, I think they only still have Leanne banned.
They do.
I might be wrong, but they do. Okay, so they have like pretty much the full like roster ready to go here, whereas every other team has at least 3, most of them having 6 banned out. I think at least half the teams have 6 characters banned out, so they're on their last legs as far as what they can pick.
Yeah, we did see like the Nameless save their best comp for last, and it's been working out pretty well for them. But unfortunately, they were taken out by all these teams with Arda Abigail. So we'll see if they can turn it around and not fall as early this time around. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes out. Will we have another 4 Abigail game? We will have to see as we get into the game here in a moment, because it is starting. I'm waiting for the cue like I totally knew it was planned. Ready, set, boom! There we go! And yes, cool thing. And there you go. You see all the bans like you talked about. Only Leanne banned for DinoDance. It is a pretty funny thing to see here.
Well, for Trigger, this Arda Istvan Abigail composition is now banned out. They can't play it this game, so they're going back to this Alex composition that they had run before. It went all right. They didn't exactly rack up as many points as I would have liked to have seen on a composition this explosive, but now this time around, they've swapped Actor over to Carlos, so going for a little bit more of a defensive side on this type of composition. Dark Dagon, Dual Sword Yuki, hold. Holding. It's dual sword Yuki, but he's on what knee pads Quake? Like, what? We gotta stop it. It's so crazy because in the past, okay, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent here. Dual sword Yuki was playing as crit, and two-handed was tank. Now the script is flipped somehow. Everybody's playing crit two-handed and tank dual swords. Where are we? I don't know. It's game 6. Let's get it started.
Yes, we were going to get it started indeed here as we get into the lobby and taking a look here at the rest of the teams. No coveted Amp Hyun-woo from the 9i cache? What?
And no loot buddies.
And no loot buddies?
Sorry to spoil it, but no loot. Spoilers, no loot buddies. Looking at the map, there was 4 or less in every zone. Oh boy.
Oh,
you know what? The only way this could get worse is if Lumi selling trees or mithrils. Like, oh man.
Hey, I like mithrils.
Thanks, robot, for the mithrils. Like, oh
You're
boy.
such a hater.
Turn into Eeyore.
Thank
Stop
you.
waving at me.
Yeah, it looks like the rest of the people are sticking to kind of what they were playing last game. Still Accelerator Kacha, you know, taking a page out of my book.
Accelerator Kacha, yes. Accelerator
that's
Kacha, innovated by you.
Yeah, totally. No, I actually really enjoy it. Although I'm a little bit surprised that they're not going like the BFC route with it, because like the nice thing is if you use BFC with it, you're almost always guaranteed your triple auto and the third one getting that enhanced damage. But again, we're just still trying to go for like that one-shot potential, looks like, onto one person, but that means a lot of the eggs are into Linko's basket here. He has to find that angle on the Hedron and find someone he can really lock down. And with that, we will be going into game 6 to see who will be making it out. It is so close. It is going to be a crazy game.
Yep, but it won't be a crazy early game as there are no loot buddies. Everybody should be able to get their standard stuff going here, looted up, scooted up, no problems. And yeah, we'll have to see which 4 teams advance to the finals. It's going to be close. You can see the scores at the bottom right corner there in case you are just tuning in now and catching the end of this ERCC Omega block. It's a close one. And I mean, there is a little bit of a gap, right? That's what, a 4.5 point gap between the Nameless and Opus, JohannOpus. I keep trying to say Youngwoo Opus. I gotta get that out of my brain. But that's nothing that's insurmountable. JohannOpus could go out early. Nameless could win this lobby and just have a pure pop-off game. Anything could happen at this stage of the tournament. So, yeah, we'll see how everything goes. But Trigger, starting off with half a point on the board now. Looking at the gymnasium, Galzor and Rim taking a little bit of a beating here, but they're going to walk away with their lives for the time being. And yeah, otherwise, things are relatively fun. Dual Sword Yuki, let's see it.
Yeah, there's stuff going on. He almost got a dancing on him, though, and full wave collapse is going to is gonna get those kills.
That looked just like how my rank games go. It's okay,
oh,
Dark
whatever,
Dagon, it's not your fault.
Whatever, man. You don't even play tank. Get out of here.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault. Dark Dagon, it's not your fault. But enough about that. Dylan does get taken out here by WeNeedVisa over in Hospital as well. So a couple early game kills going across the board at this time as everyone's got their builds online.
Oh.
Nice stun coming out. Does manage to follow up. A Sky Full of Stars is going to get taken down soon here. The broken bullet does do it from Magnus. And now the Nameless looking to take out Zin on the tail end of this is going to find their way to a kill as well. So half a point on the board for them.
Yeah, looks like we also have a kill on Nessius here. Unfortunately, getting bullied in the corner by DinoDance as the rest of Trigger's going to take over Doc. And with that, we have about 8 seconds left until we have our bears coming online. Rimmer's just walking right up to Dark Dagon, doesn't even care here. And now they're going to try to take down Needlelight. It looks like Healing Wind going to be used to keep themselves healthy. And then it'll just take a little bit to take this guy down. Oh, a nice stun into the wall here. Yep, it's just taking a little bit. Oh my god, another wall stun coming out from Rimmer on the run now from Sang Woo. Means it's going to be a 2v2. Nimrod's going to go down. Jas trying to find the angle onto Sang Woo, but cutting out decently well. Rebel Assault to try to get the slow, and the Semtex will land here as Neospitter gonna hit the knockup, but Sang Woo just not close enough yet. Babylon's Cube not gonna land here, and now Kiraz is back on the scene here. Knockback from Ayu will keep them away from him and Jas, and I believe the speed gate should be enough here, unless the Q lands onto Jas here. The team is running again. We're gonna have the healing fight coming online. Yamla's on the other side of Temple trying to make their way over there. As the knockup does land, nice quick spin from Neospitter, just barely escaping here, and another half a point going over to the Nameless.
Fighting's not over yet. Yamla trying to find an angle on Sang Sang Woo, but the Semtex grenade lands now with the Nimrod's Gate trying to find their way to the backside of you. Gets taken out, and a break is hand delivered to the Storytellers from the Nameless now down in Chapel, heading in towards Cemetery. Needlelight trying to find that wall stun, but Dylan just not in range of it, but he does find the wall stun. Actor with an expulsion shot onto Needlelight. Now, Nai. Wait a minute. Nai, you're not on the same team as Needlelight. What's going on here, man? What is he doing here? Anyways, rest of WidePeoPoHappy here is in now on the run, and they also put on a break. Trigger now up to 3 points racked up.
Yeah, look at that. We have the Rain of the Vampire Queen going down on Galazor here. Dimensional Strike should be able to dodge onto the damage, but it's not even to be used here. Just gonna be put down here, unfortunately, as the rest of Night 1 is about to end. Galazor not gonna get back to the team in time. And looking at Factory, have two teams kind of posturing as... What is that doing here?
He's just... I don't know what... Oh, no, Nai! Oh, now he's running in without his first stack up. Interesting. I wonder what's going on here. Nai. Oh, nice little sidestep from Nai. What is he doing? He's... I don't understand this guy. He always gets so weird on Game 6 on Hyunwoo. I don't know what happens, but yeah, it's very strange. Game World coming out from J-Tang, but nothing too crazy going on to you already on the ground. Yamla getting chunked here by J-Tang. And the revive is already done onto Actor, so they're going to be able to pick up this meteorite and, yeah, get up on out of here. J-Tang running the ones with Yamla, but he's not really getting a good deal out of this. Whoa, never mind. I stand corrected. The burst damage coming out from J-Tang manages to finish off this kill on Yamla.
Can we get a Nai check? Where is this guy at? Actually, before that, let's look at this team fight, because I'm wondering if he's going to swoop in again. As we see these two teams posturing in hospital over really nothing here. We don't even know where the objectives are spawning yet, but they want these kills. Rappy Red Hood getting a little poke damage out of Kira as Healing Wind already going to have to be used by the team. Sang Sang Woo trying to see if he can get any damage out on anyone. Sky Full of Stars right below him here. He's going to keep scouting him out, as this fight is just kind of amounting to nothing so far, as they're kind of triangulating in, and now they're going to try to go onto a Sky Full of Stars, seeing that the Bianca is trying to wrap around. Sky Full of Stars barely escaping. Nice surfs up to get them out right into the Echoes of the Earth. And now Sang Sang Woo is able to possibly pick up a second kill here, as we have the Sanctuary coming out, but unfortunately it will not be enough. 2 kills going over to the Nameless.
Yeah, great surfs up from Neospitter, completely neutralizing any sort of engage potential that WeNeedVisa was trying to look for. But Storytellers are going to catch Sang Sang Woo out. White Lily, okay, a little camouflage. White Lily gets himself out for the time being, but their positioning is completely broken up. Look at the Nameless, they're completely split off from each other now. Revive's coming out from Rappy Red Hood, is going to revive. Up he goes, and down he... Whoa, okay, Drift King, but the Ghost Light comes out. Tomshu will be able to wrap that one up nice and neatly. So another kill going over to JohannOpus.
Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe he escapes, but now unfortunately the range of Adina too long here as Neospitter falls here, it looks like. And we have another team coming into the zone here. Storytellers starting to make their way in. They're going to find WidePeoPoHappy as this fight is starting to break out. Dylan, a huge flash taunt engage coming out, and the burst damage is huge from J-Tang, able to take out Eclipse instantly. Rito employee on the run. The 5 Omens will be able to fear Dylan, but J-Tang doesn't want to let this go here. Rito employee going to go right for the zone, and it looks like they should get the revive out Eclipse, but they might have to fight off against someone, maybe, possibly. Yep, there we go. We do see Galazor coming in solo. Okay.
And Galazor, what is DinoDance is having a little bit too much fun right now.
Oh, Galazor knows. He doesn't want to try.
He knows. Yeah, he shot a shot for a freebie. The rest of the team over in Beach here from the side of DinoDance. They're gonna take out these mutant bears. Any RNG? No, nothing too interesting. We'll see if the other bears have some bountiful rewards for them. What did I call them? Paddington and. Well, he had names for all the bears on Beach. I don't know.
Yeah, Delinko does fall here at Unlucky Hyperloop. As we take a look at the replay that happens here in Warehouse, Dylan just spots 2 out instantly. He flash taunts engages. He has no fear, and there goes the game world instantly. Takes out Eclipse almost immediately. But luckily for the rest of the team, they're able to escape. As we take a look back at what's happening here, nothing quite going on. Bianca Fans all back on the island here in just a second. And like taking a look at the map, maybe something happening in stream as Needlelight spots out Nessius. But yeah, no, nothing's gonna happen. But maybe we're gonna have the run back here in Dock as we do see Bianca Fans kind of posturing.
Yeah, Nessius trying to lay down a little bit of a beating on the Needlite, who's going to take quite a bit of damage, actually. Dark Dagon has access to his Mithril Shield move speed, but he's not really able to make anything out of it. Needlite really chunked out of the fight at this point. Nessius trying to finish the job as a 2v2 on the top side comes out. Coup de grace landing on the Mage Power does chunk him a little bit, but he's still quite a beefy boy. Not a lot of damage going down on him, but Zin is not able to do too much here. He's sustaining through the fight, but only for so long as he gets taken down by Tomshu and Mage Power. Dark Dagon now on the run. Fortunately, those deaths happening during night 2 means that WidePeepoHappy is okay for the time being, but these fights aren't going very well for them thus far.
Yeah, but credits to Tomshu. He's really good at using Star W to be able to give himself the shield in all these engages. I'm waiting for him to like blink anything, but he has so much confidence in himself. He is getting the shields. He's able to stay alive. He stays close to Mage Power for healing drone if he needs it too. But first, we have a first attack, which means that the Echoes of the Earth is going to have to be used immediately. A nice spring trap from Rimrith here to start that off too. But they aren't able to keep up the chase, unfortunately. No Soul Stealer means they can't chase them forward. So nothing quite going to happen there, as unfortunately Mage Power gets taken down here. JohannOpus losing out on Tomshu here as well, leaving Nessius on the run and having to revive the team.
Yeah, and the revive will be found nice and easily. A little bit of gadget energy invested to call in a mobile kiosk. Gets them back on their feet, no problem. But WidePeepoHappy still on the hunt for a revive as well. Jump pad coming over. Let's see what Storytellers can do here. Nessius is just holding forward. Whoa, 3-man knockup actually found. Oh my goodness, Jest is very low. Diablo is now isolated on the top side, so Mage Power and Tomshu will set their sights onto closing the gap on him and taking him out. But my goodness, that was almost the Storytellers getting wiped.
Yeah, that was very close indeed. Tomshu doing very well. Almost playing in the middle of both the Nimrod's gates there. As Nana is just holding Lumi for one of his teammates, maybe, as we do see WidePeepoHappy taking over stream here. Couple people in the factory area as well, but nothing quite gonna happen here. IU just kind of waiting it out. Just gonna get found out by Actor. Gonna have to walk away from now. Nice Nimrod's gate, but it looks like he's not gonna use it because he might be aware of other people in the zone. So yeah, it looks like these two are just gonna split for now and try to get out safely.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna prioritize getting somewhere a little safer for his team's sake. 9 Cash getting feared, getting chunked, but nothing really too big amounting from that. Bianca Fans forced to Hyperloop now. We'll see where they try to get to at this point. Looks like factory will be their area of choice. What the?
Stones and branches on the ground, guys. Oh,
I
don't
know.
Wait, Dark Dagon is on top of Sexegu. Unfortunately, the tank is not tanky enough. Sexegu does take him down here. Needlite trying to spin away. Zinga to help him with the knockup here, but will not be enough. So it will be Needlite falling here as well. Only one member left of WidePeepoHappy. We see the Rain of the Vampire Queen going down. Galazor at the Dimensional Strike trying to clean up this fight here. Sky full of stars. Getting pretty low. Galazor does fall, but Nana Cash is healthy enough. Rimrith is healthy too. They are able to pick up one here, and no more ultis available means that they might be able to clean this up here. They do get another one, and now it's going to be a 1v2. Rimrith does go down though, leaving Nana Cash against the Sky full of stars. Does he have enough damage here? Hitting into the parry. Oh, but the nice first attack to be able to take him down. And that will be a clutch going over to Nana Cash.
And it will also be a red box going over to DinoDance. Just what the doctor ordered. A little bit of blood for our blood god 9 Cash. Whoa, Dark Dagon sending it forward, trying to find a way to just make a fight happen. But look at this corridor. This is a great spot for Tomshu to play in, but he gets chunked on the backside. Can Tomshu find another sunken jump? Yes, but the likes of WidePeepoHappy is managing to stay out of it, but they're getting low. They're getting dangerously low, dare I say. Dark Dagon already on the ground. Nessius on the chase towards Zin. Is he going to be able to close out this kill, or will Zin be able to get enough stacks to get another enhanced W out? Does find one, so that shield will keep him alive for a little bit longer, but Nessius still in the chase. The rest of his team is quite far behind, but now Zin is going to get taken out just momentarily. Yeah, manages to make it happen. Meanwhile, Needlite going to get eliminated over in police station, or fire station, sorry, so that will be WidePeepoHappy eliminated. And if you're paying attention to the scoreboard, that is them out of the tournament as well.
Very unfortunate indeed, but of course, thank you for playing as always, as we had the rest of the game to see here. a lot of teams can still make it through. It's gonna get a little scary here as we do see some damage coming out from Trigger. Eclipse, but able to kind of play outside of Nia's zone for the most part, but without the blink available, it's gonna be kind of hard for him to get out of the game world here. And yeah, look at the damage coming through, but he's able to walk out safely since no follow-up CC is there. And the box will go over to the side of Bianca Fans.
But for now, they still have to find their way out of this zone. If you look above them, JohannOpus is in Cemetery, and I don't think taking this VLS is going to be very easy with Trigger in the area as well, so we'll see what they opt for. It looks like they're heading towards the VLS. Maybe they're going to try and take it, or at least take control over the area around it. Still a minute left for this zone to close, so lots of time for these teams to try and establish a fight, or maybe even VLS out of here. Now more fighting going on over in Fire Station, but Nimrod's Gate is going to be used to negate this, but Nine still just holding forward.
Yeah, you can just see him just running through everything. He doesn't care, but unfortunately, White Lily will get them out of there, so DinoDance will have to give up the chase for now. Look at Galazor.
Oh
yeah.
my god! We flicked the Galazor. I was like, oh my god, look at his items. Okay, so he is super stacked. Everyone else in the lobby is nowhere near as strong as Galazor right now. The only other one that I saw that's even comparable is Sang Sang Woo. Yeah, wow, DinoDance, and definitely in a great game state. The Game 6 Youngwoo holding its traditions, but the fight finally breaking up between Trigger and Bianca Fans. Game World comes down onto Eclipse, almost gets chunked out. The Hell Attack stat is used to keep him alive, but now here comes the third party. JohannOpus smells blood in the water. And unfortunately, they're not going to find anything as both teams recognize it and split on up.
Yeah, they will split for now. Looks like Bianca Fans will be using the safety drone to come back into the zone, but little do they know there's a team right here, and Nestius is going to spot them out. Tomshu does get the box. He does have the VF item online here as well, so he's going to try to get to the streets. Look at the timers are really, really low. They got to get out. And Eclipse is low too. He has to take the thing right back into the zone, but he's right here. He will probably go down instantly to the team. Tomshu almost getting taken down by Delinko, but unfortunately not enough damage there, leaving Delinko and Rito employee on the run here. They do have enough credits, though, to bring back their teammate, but look who's right above them there. We do see DinoDance kind of chilling in Fire Station. Also have Wickeline online, and look at that. They see Delinko. The stun's going to land. Charmin the Nomad not being able to reactivate it means that he will go down. Rito employee, unfortunately, he will not be able to get out of this one. Bianca Fans will fall.
Oh, baby. And now all the stars of the show are the ones that are left playing for their spot to make it out of this tournament. The tensions are at an all-time high now. And all of them are all in relative point distance of each other, so oh, it's gonna be close. Oh my goodness. Whatever team dies next could very well be the team that doesn't make it out of this into finals.
Yeah, this is getting very scary indeed. J-Tang finding a good combo into Mage Power, getting a little bit of damage onto him here, but Tomshu able to try to return some fire here. Not quite landing on anyone yet as Nessus is taking a little bit of return damage. But look at the healing on the side of JohannOpus between Adina and between Shukai. It's really hard to push into this team with all the healing that is available. So they're going to keep trying to look for an angle here. More damage getting taken out of Nessus. But as you can see, healing coming on through from both of them means that it's not really going to amount to anything here. They're just going to hold their own in their spot and wait to see if anyone wants to fight them here, as DinoDance, having the Wickeline buff, is going to be trying to force some fights.
Yeah, they're definitely going to want to push their advantage as best they can, but we'll see if anyone entertains it for the time being. Right now, they're all alone up in Police Station. The only nearest team next to them is Storytellers, who seems to be on a crash course towards the Nameless. Both teams running directly towards each other. Going to be scouted out by some EMP drones, so they're aware of each other's existence for the time being. The Nameless looking to maintain their positioning, trying to hold pawn for as long as they can. Looking at the items, yeah, teams are starting to catch up. Kiraz with that Nova Shield now is going to be a little bit stronger, but every team is still relatively down items. Trigger actually in a pretty good spot, but look at Mage Power, only with a prominence means that he's actually going to be a little bit of a paper Jukai here. People will be able to rip through him real quickly, but fortunately, he's not the front line. He's actually the support, funny enough. It'll be on Marcus to hold the front lines down.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it's enough indeed, as we see a couple more items coming online on the side of DinoDance. It will be the solar system again from Rimworth, not wanting to prioritize that extra healing, but the tankiness to be able to play in the front lines with his team. And we're going to see them moving on forward into Pond here, going to take over the CCTV. And with that, the Nameless are just going to walk away for now into Cemetery. Actually, just kidding. They're going to VLS on out of here. We'll have to see where they decide to go. Eye Shield online, it looks like on the side of Kiraz. So all these teams having quite a bit of items online. So we'll see if it will be enough as they're going to run into Storytellers here. We're going to see them thanks to the award that has been placed here. Every team just playing it extremely safe after seeing what teams are left alive.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's read the play at this point. Look at, oh man, this could be, JohannOpus might have a good angle here on the trigger. Oh my goodness, the game world comes down immediately. J-Tag just pumps out so much damage and just wipes the noses of JohannOpus. Oh my goodness, just sheer destruction from that area damage that they have. Trigger eliminating JohannOpus. Oh my goodness, and now it's on the Nameless to try and make up the point distance between them and JohannOpus. We'll see if they're able to do it or if they get eliminated from the tournament. Only time will tell as to what happens, but all these teams are very close by to each other. Looks like DinoDance is the team that's going to be forcing everyone else to be moving around as they've just been absolute powerhouses. Oh my goodness! Not again! I don't even know what to say. Oh, you know, J-Check gets dropped really low, but the 1-up manages to keep alive. Jess on the backside was not able to make that assassination happen, but they lose IU in the process of all of this. So now Storytellers down to 2 members alive. Yamla getting chunked. Meanwhile, on the top side, the Nameless fighting for their lives as DinoDance pushes them into a corner, but they're not interested to push any further. As now on the bottom side, J-Tang actually gets dropped in the 2v3. Yamla.
Oh, the switcheroo!
Over the wall, the Swapperoonie actor trying to fight it out against Yamla, but Yamla wins out. Now, down to a 1-on-1. Dylan, Yamla. Dylan looking for the revive. Dylan canceling the revive, maybe realizing it. Oh, no, he's too late.
He's at the win! And now Rimmer? This is crazy,
The barrage goes down. Dylan cutting off his avenue of escape as he's playing just for placement at this point. All the corpses have been found. Trigger. Only with Dylan alive, DinoDance gonna go down to pond as the Nameless have held the fort, have persevered on staying alive in police station. But Dylan now actually looping back down to pond is gonna see that there's a team here because they're calling in. Gonna loop back around in hopes that there's nobody here and he can get these revives, but his hopes will be crushed as the Nameless are waiting.
Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Trigger got quite a bit of points, so they might be safe, but we'll have to see at the end here as Trigger is gonna pull up to the Nameless here, who were able to take control of the zone. So they're gonna get their second place here at least in just a moment. It'll be them against DinoDance to see who gets the final win. Segu just pushes forward onto Dylan, knowing it's just only one. Gonna take him out pretty quickly here. And now we head into the final zone. Nameless versus DinoDance. Gals are completely kitted out. It's gonna be a tough road here. Rimrith having the solar system miniature means he can play that front line with 9 Cash pretty well here. We'll see if they're able to set their sights onto Sang Woo well enough and take him out pretty quickly here. Because as he sets his soul damage, I mean, once he's out, it's a pretty easy win on the side of DinoDance.
Yeah, but this is going to be a hard composition for them to fight. We've seen the Nameless falter before against Abigail, but that was when there was an Arda in play. It's going to be a much different experience for DinoDance compared to what other teams have had in trying to get through this anti-dive composition of the Nameless. Only time will tell. I mean, it's so close on all the points, too. We'll see what ends up happening when we get to see the scoreboard at the end of this. It's going to be very, very close. But for now, these two teams will be facing off. The Nameless holding this topside position for the time being, but they don't have any vision underneath them. Taking out some vision with the Rebel Assault, but they don't know where they're going to come from. They scout out 9-Eye finally, pushing forward slowly with wards. Yeah, they see everyone. Scout Drone is going to see Rimrinth as well. So where's Gala is the question. Where could he be? They don't know. They're putting vision over the wall, so he's not there. There he is. They caught him, so they see him on vision now. You might see him loop in this building. Yeah, they've got eyes on him, so the Nameless now sitting a little bit more comfortably, knowing where all 3 members of DinoDance are.
And look at that. Yeah, the zone is kind of moving towards the building. That's what 9 Cash likes to see. Look at all these angles for a first attack to come in. No Springtrap going to land quite yet. Here's 9 Cash. He does get the first attack onto Kiraz. Can he get the Echoes of the Earth? He does get to come out. A nice wave to come through, but Gals are dancing just at the very end. Kiraz just barely staying alive, but the rest of the team are able to disengage. No Echoes of the Earth means that that's going to be a huge advantage for them, and now they also have the zone moving in towards them. So we'll see what they can do here. Segsegu's trying to preserve their timer, And now with that, we have the timer advantage on the side of DinoDance here. And again, another good angle for NineCash as they kind of get bounced around by Rimrinth here. And the zone's getting so small, a huge duck dive, but no surf's up is available as NineCash is on the backside. Gals are able to take down Neospinner in just a second. Rimrinth, and look at that, NineCash still almost a quarter HP. Segwoo's gonna fall here as well. Kira's last surviving member. No Echoes of the Earth means that unfortunately DinoDance will falter, or not falter. Sorry, they will win. Nameless will falter, and there's the last Echoes of the Earth. It will go down. DinoDance, 21 points in the last game, should secure their spot here.
Oh my god. DinoDance should be safe, but I don't know if the Nameless are. It's going to be incredibly close. Fortunately for the Nameless, they did manage to take out Galazor and muster up at least one more point out of that game, and that point might matter a lot. We will see. We will see. Only time will tell. But yeah, I mean, that's such a good zone for Nine Eyes to fight. I mean, it's good for Lenny as well. It's good for all of them. It's good for the whole team when they can get a zone like that that just moves through Chapel, Wall City, just finds that first attack as well, getting the Echoes of the Earth out of the way. The re-engagement was forced due to timer. They couldn't wait for the cooldown of Echoes of the Earth to come back. And yeah, DinoDance makes the most of it.
Yeah, very well played indeed by them here. It's yeah, the points are gonna be so close, but before we can get into that, we're gonna have to take a look at that final replay because yeah, quite a bit happened there. Almost 2 fights instantly. But very well done by Nine Eye, finding an angle into someone and, you know, getting a very crucial cooldown to be used. Actually, 2 of them. I think Neospinner even uses Surf's Up, too, to try to take down at least someone, because I believe Gala follows up on it. But they just don't have enough damage here. And with all the healing coming through on Lenny, they're just not able to take him out.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a big vision war at the start initially. We saw DinoDance just, they're sitting in darkness, right? You know, Nameless has vision all around them, but it does no good when you're not the ones in control of the zone. They're forced to move forward. They're forced onto the back foot, which is exactly what the Nameless don't want with this composition. They feel best when they're sitting somewhere comfortably with wards all around them, traps all around them, mock mines all around them, nice and set up, sitting pretty. This is not the situation they like to be in.
Yeah, this is terrifying, especially knowing there's an Abigail. They're trying to scout him out the entire time. They do find him at the end here. But at this point, they see, I think, NineCash's team, DinoDance, they see which way the zone's going to move, and they can just wait it out. They know it's moving into the building. Why not just wait? They don't have to force anything until this point here. Double G's are going to go down just to see if they can get anything off of it. And then there's the angle that is found. You see Gala try to go in on it as well. They almost actually get the kill into Kira's here, but the Dimensional Strike keeps Gala alive, and they're able to reset here. And they just keep on following the drone. I mean, they already have the timer advantage at this point. Might as well just keep it.
Yeah, and I mean, look at where the positioning of the drone is too. They're forced to run through a corridor, and at that point, it's deja vu. We saw this earlier. They're forced to run through this awkward corridor. Somebody has to use mobility to bypass this corridor, and it ends up being Neospinner finding the stuck dive. And once that's down, that gives Nine Eye the opportunity to just go on in and do his thing. He did this before, and he's doing it exactly again.
Yeah, this is actually almost a replay of what we saw last game here. Gala coming in for DinoDance, getting them some wins here and closing out the series. It's going to be so close. One last Echoes of the Earth to follow the trick here, but I don't know who's going to make it. It's scary.
I don't know, but you know who does know? The production who have the scores ready. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Did the Nameless rack up enough points, or did they fall short? Oh, the 1 kill mattered! Or did it? Wait. Would have mattered. Oh, but it mattered enough. Anyways, Trigger, DinoDance, Storytellers, and the Nameless just barely coming out over top of JohannOpus. Congratulations. We will see you next weekend in the ERCC finals. As for JohannOpus, WeNeedVisa, Bianca Fans, and WidePeepoHappy, you guys played your hearts out. Congratulations on making it to the semifinals, but your end runs here. Thank you for playing.
Yeah, thank you for playing indeed. What a crazy run for the rest of these teams today. Hold your heads high. You guys made it to semifinals. You almost made it out here. Very well played indeed. But to trigger DinoDance, Storytellers, and Nameless, we'll be seeing you guys at the grand finals next weekend. Actually, I won't be seeing you at the grand finals. It will be Meek and Kaz seeing you at the grand finals.
Really? You're not here for grand finals?
No, very unfortunate. This is where I break the news. Unfortunately, I will not be here, but I will be watching from the sidelines. So I wish you all the best of luck. And just a reminder, it is at 2 p.m. EST yet again.
Yeah.
So not that later time frame. It's going to be earlier, bright and early. Well, not that early, but you get it for you all here. So with that, I think that is all we have for you today.
Yeah, that's all we have for you today, indeed. Thank you to everybody that played this weekend. You guys all played phenomenally, regardless if you made it to the finals or not. It was a pleasure to watch you all. Thank you to our production staff as well. They just keep getting better and better. Not from weekend to weekend, apparently. From day to day, they get better. Boom, here you go. Loot Buddies camera. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Another addition. They just keep adding stuff and keep finding ways to innovate further on our side of production. So thank you for them. And yeah, that's all I got. What do you got, Lucy? You got anything to add to it?
You took my fire away from me.
Okay,
I think
I
that's it
know,
for the
yeah.
night. So
All right.
yeah, we will see you guys here next weekend and have a nice rest of your night. Yeah, so bye-bye.
Bye-bye.